A sweet vanilla? Maybe a smooth caramel or that white chocolate mocha. Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Start your day with bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drinks. Pick up a bottle near you wherever you buy your groceries.
Food for your family or finishing your degree? Electric bills or earning a certification? Staying afloat or staying in school? With Rhode Island Reconnect, you don't have to choose. Life happens. We can help with free gas cards, bus passes, help paying for technology, groceries, and more. Let's break down barriers. Connect with the navigator today and reconnect with the path forward through getting a degree, job training, or learning a trade. It's never too early or too late to follow your dreams. Get started at rireconnect.org.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Granger. Granger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
And this is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Joe Weil with you inside the Ford Clubhouse Fenway studio as we are about 20 minutes out from first pitch. Game 2 of a 3-game set between the Red Sox and the Marlins, and it is a beautiful day here at Fenway. 82 degrees, and the vibes have been so good with 12 straight sellouts here at Fenway Park. Not to mention the team is 15-2 over their last 17 home games. And before every game, we have the New England Chevy Dealers question of the day posted on our X account, Together We Drive. You can listen in for that during the broadcast where Sean and Will discuss the results of our poll. And the question today is, which Red Sox uniform is your favorite? The home whites, Yellow City Connects, Fenway Greens, or Rhode Grays, or the Rhode Reds. So 4 really good options. Look forward to having you guys chime in on that and see what you guys decide as the best Red Sox uniform. Here is my lock of the game presented by Interlock Metal Roofing. Never roof again, NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. And my lock is Jarren Duran with at least 1 hit and 1 stolen base in this one against Cal Quantrill. You just heard Will Fleming talking about it and how much the Red Sox were upset with Quantrill last year when he went after Reese McGuire in that game in Colorado last year, and Jarren Duran took exception to what Cal Quantrill said, and who could blame Jarren Duran? So I'm going with Duran doing something here tonight against the starter for the Marlins and Cal Quantrill. So I'm going a hit and a stolen base, at least one of each tonight here in Game 2 of a 3-game set against the Miami Marlins. Let's get you a Subaru of New England scoreboard update. There's a lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. And we do have a couple games in progress right now. The one that means the most to us is the one involving the Blue Jays and the Rangers. Blue Jays, of course, have a 5-game lead on the Red Sox in the AL East standings, and the Blue Jays have a 4-0 lead against the free-falling Texas Rangers. And the Rangers now 61-62, despite making buy-now moves at the trade deadline. And the Blue Jays have 2 on with 2 out. George Springer activated off the concussion IL in this game for the Blue Jays. He had been out since late July, so they get another weapon in their lineup. Other game in progress, Cubs and Pirates. It's a 1-1 game out in Chicago, top of the 7th inning. And the Cubs, they've lost 14 of their last 25, and that is not good for them, especially with the way the Brewers have been surging. Elsewhere in the division tonight, the Yankees are taking on the Cardinals at 7:15. The Yankees have actually not won back-to-back series since they had a stretch of 7 consecutive series from May 7th to the 28th. They've gone 30-37 since then. Orioles take on the Astros at 7:10 in Houston. And Houston could drop out of first place in the AL West if they lose and if Seattle wins today against the Mets. And then final game in the division, Rays taking on the Giants. That's a 9:05 start time. The Giants have lost 6 consecutive games. You have been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Big thank you to David Azer. I'm Joe Weil. Hang tight. Will Fleming, Sean McDonough on the call of Red Sox Marlins next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Mass Mutual, insurance, planning, investments. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you want that good afternoon energy, pick up new hydrating Starbucks Iced Energy with plant-based caffeine for a feel-good boost. Available in 3 refreshing fruity flavors: tropical peach, blueberry lemonade, and watermelon twist to give you the delicious taste you've been looking for. Energize your afternoon with new Starbucks Iced Energy. Find it in stores or online today.
You've got taco night on the table. Seasoned meat, warm tortillas, all the fixings. Now reach for a cold, fizzy Pepsi. Suddenly, dinner goes from pretty good to, whoa! That crisp cola snap that elevates every bite. Bold flavor, meet bold taste. Because this isn't just dinner. Food deserves Pepsi.
A scorcher of a day is the perfect time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew Baja Blast with a wave of tropical lime flavor, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
Give me a river, give me a dew, give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Choosing a bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drink that's all flavor and just 100 calories? Easy. Choosing between creamy vanilla, double chocolate, and sea salt caramel flavors? A little harder. Try the delicious new Starbucks Frappuccino light drinks. Look for them wherever you buy groceries. Start with Starbucks coffee.
Protect your home with exterior portfolio vinyl siding from Riverhead Building Supply. Enjoy coastal warmth and enduring durability with Portsmouth shake and shingle siding. Use Riverhead Building Supply's Visualizer tool to select the exterior portfolio siding style and color for your home. Try it today at rbscorp.com.
At some health systems, cancer care can make you feel like a number. At South Coast Health Cancer Care, you're more than a diagnosis. We offer the most advanced treatments and the latest surgical advancements, led by a connected team of experts who not only see your cancer, but all of you. Because healing isn't just medicine, it's compassion, it's connection, it's care that knows your story and walks along with you. We are South Coast Health Cancer Care. Visit southcoast.org/cancercare.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Granger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The Gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Gain Super Flings are here to take your laundry to the next level.
Talking about Gain Super Flings. Super-sized laundry packs. These things are huge. Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings laundry packs have 4 times the Oxy cleaning power and 3 times the Febreze freshness versus Gain Original Liquid.
Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings for next level laundry.
This is Red Sox baseball.
Can you believe it?
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
And the left field, adios. Sale winds, he fires. Swing and a miss, strike three, it's over.
And the Red Sox win.
Jump on his back, fellas, the Red Sox win.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. Subaru of New England. There's a lot to love about Subaru. SubaruofNewEngland.com.
And Hideo Nomo's pitched a no-hitter.
Mass Mutual, insurance, planning, investments. Nissan, sun's out, deals up at the Nissan end of summer sales event.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Drains by James, Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining. Arbella, here for good.
Fires. Swing and a miss, strike three, it's over.
Buy cars for kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Ford Trucks, official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Strike three and no-hitter. 23-year-old Clay Buchholz has no-hit the Baltimore Orioles.
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Duran will score.
Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. cclco.com.
Way back. Grand slam.
Citgo. Club Citgo can save you money every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. C&S Wholesale Grocers.
It's gone. Into the bullpen.
Brought to you by FindMassMoney.gov. The Department of Veteran Affairs. Hackman Wealth Partners. Boston's premier retirement planning specialist.
They just yelled Tech and A-Rod are having words, and now they're in a fight.
Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. Never re-roof again.
Swing and a miss. He got him. Battle won by House.
McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery, as well as expert HVAC services at McFarlandEnergy.com. Northern Bank, your partner for growth.
Here's the throw. Roberts dives, and he is safe.
And by Verizon Wireless, the network Boston relies on. New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
Goodbye, Christian Campbell.
Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Sean McDonough and Will Fleming.
Good afternoon and welcome to Fenway Park on an absolutely spectacular late summer afternoon. The Red Sox playing the middle game of a three-game series with the Miami Marlins. A thrilling walk-off win in the bottom of the ninth last night. A game the Red Sox probably feel like they stole from the Fish, but they will ride it into today and look to win this series with Brian Bayo on the mound and old villainous friend Cal Quantrill. A real backstory there on the mound for the Marlins. Along with Sean McDonough, Will Fleming, and it's already packed here again. The Red Sox in the now defunct but still in the rotation yellow City Connect unis, as they always do here at home on Saturday afternoon. And Sean, the greens are magic, the yellows have worked. It doesn't matter what color they're wearing. Whenever the Red Sox walk into Fenway Park this season, they've been marvelous.
Especially lately, 15-2 now after that win last night, their last 17 home games. One of the best records at home in all of Major League Baseball for the season. They're now 40-22. And a lot of excitement. You talked about how it felt like they kind of stole one last night. It was just the sixth walk-off win in franchise history when they had 3 hits or fewer in the first since 2014. So it was a rarity for sure.
Beautiful indeed. Time now for the National Anthem, brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com, where you'll find stable, sustaining, skilled trades careers helping bring the next generation of U.S. Navy submarines to life. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
Elementary and middle school singers from the Merrimack Valley region. Under the direction of Christopher McGillicuddy, please welcome the Chelmsford Children's Chorus.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
It could not be more pleasant.
Thank you.
On a Saturday afternoon at Fenway Park as the Red Sox welcome the Miami Marlins for Game 2 of the 3-game series. You know, I felt this last night, Sean. It sure helps that the club is playing well. They're in the middle of August, playing meaningful games. You have done thousands of games in this ballpark. It just never gets old to look out at this expanse, especially when the team is in the middle of a playoff race. Night game, day game, whatever's going on, there are few better places to watch the game of baseball than this one.
Yeah, especially on a glorious day like today, as you said, temperature around 80 degrees, low humidity, there's not a cloud in the sky, light breeze blowing in as we get ready for game time. And as you said, Will, the games are meaningful. The Red Sox start the day in second place in the American League East, 5 games behind the Toronto Blue Jays, who are already off to a 4-0 lead against Texas up in Canada in the second inning today. But the Red Sox right now in playoff position. They're the second wild card in the American League. 1 game behind the Seattle Mariners. The Mariners are 68-55. The Red Sox are 67-56. The Red Sox are a game and a half ahead of the New York Yankees, who occupy the third and final wild card spot in the American League. And Boston has a little bit of a cushion over Cleveland, the first team out of the wild card picture right now. The Red Sox 3 games ahead of the Guardians. A couple of the other teams in the mix have fallen back a little bit, especially Texas. Red Sox now 6 games ahead of them.
Which made last night's walk-off so important because the Mariners, Yankees, and all the teams right in the mix, as you said, with the Red Sox in the playoff race, they all won. So the heroics from Story came at the perfect time. By the way, not much to report today on the injury report, but it is brought to you by the Catchus Law Group, champions for the injured with more than $3 billion recovered for New Englanders, other than to say, you know, Marcelo Meyer was out kind of playing a light catch, took a couple grounders, but he's got this contraption on that is strapped around his torso in which it's almost like the hand warmers that you see NFL quarterbacks wear, except it's kind of at mid-torso to kind of stabilize both of his wrists. And it's just hard to right now project any great feeling about if and when Marcelo may return.
But thankfully, they're thriving without him. Yep. They'd be a better team with him, certainly. Good news for the Red Sox on the injury front on the other side. Kyle Stowers, who was the Marlins All-Star and hit rockets all over the park last night at 2 doubles, lined out to right field and walked. He is not in the lineup this afternoon with tightness on the left side of his torso. So that's a break for the Red Sox. He's been the Marlins' best player this year. Let's check the rest of the Morgan & Morgan starting lineups, who's actually in today on both teams, brought to us by America's largest injury law firm. The Marlins have struggled. They have lost 2 in a row and 7 of their last 8. That's on the heels of a 3-game sweep of the New York Yankees in Miami back on the first 3 days of August that actually got Miami to 500 for the season. They're now 58-64. They have Xavier Edwards leading off and playing second base. He's the second leading hitter in the National League behind only Will Smith of the Dodgers. Jacob Marcy is in right field. Agustin Ramirez is the DH. The cleanup hitter is their shortstop, Otto Lopez. Liam Hicks, who was the DH last night for the Marlins, is catching and batting 5th. Herberto Hernandez is the left fielder hitting 6th. He did not play last night, nor did Troy Johnston, who's their first baseman today and hitting 7th. Derek Hill, also not in the lineup last night, is batting 8th and playing center field. And Graham Pauley is the third baseman batting 9th. They'll take their swings against Brian Bayo, who's 8-6 for the Red Sox with a 3.25 ERA. The Red Sox have Roman Anthony leading off again tonight. He's in left field. Or we should say late this afternoon. It's not quite tonight. Alex Bregman is the third baseman. Jarren Duran in center field. Trevor Story, the cleanup hitter, and shortstop Masataka Yoshida makes his first appearance of this series, batting 5th. He's the designated hitter. Romy Gonzalez, who started at second base last night, is the first baseman this afternoon, with Wilyer Abreu batting 7th in right field. Cedon Rafaela is the second baseman hitting 8th, and Connor Wong is doing the catching and batting 9th. And it's Cal Quantrill on the mound for the Miami Marlins, 4-9 with a 5.09 ERA. Joe Weil mentioned it on the pregame, and you did as well on your spot with Joe on the pregame. Red Sox have a bit of a history with Cal Quantrill.
Yeah, he screamed at Reese McGuire and brought up some unfortunate past incidents, and the Red Sox took enormous exception to that last year. In fact, there were some members of the Red Sox club last year who really wanted to get into it with Quantrill, and I guarantee you they remember that, and they'll be looking to get going against Quantrill today. It was just such a weird spot. It was 8-2 Rockies, both clubs not playing for a lot at the moment, and he struck out McGuire and absolutely lost his mind. It was just a kind of a wild scene in Colorado, but the Red Sox, I think they'll channel it here today. As Sean told you, Quantrill has had kind of an up-and-down season, an ERA north of 5. He'll throw about the same amount of cutters, four-seamers, and splitters. He's one of these sort of Walker Buehler types where he's got 6 different pitches, and that seems to be the Marlins' new philosophy. Throw everything at all times, early in games, early in counts, and we'll see whether the Red Sox can stay patient against him. Meantime, as Sean also mentioned, Bello really just lost it in 1 inning, and it was spearheaded by Fernando Tatis Jr. last time in San Diego, as the Red Sox just didn't get the best out of Bello. But overall, it really has been an excellent couple of months from him as he hops over the first base line in the yellow uni, followed by Wong and then Bregman and Story, one of the great left sides of the infield in all of baseball. Romy Gonzalez takes his place at first base. Roman to left, Duran to center with Abreu out in right field. Cedon is back on the dirt here this afternoon, and that is the Baldwin Group defensive alignment. Brought to you by, of course, the Baldwin Group, insurance, employee benefits, and wealth management. If you can dream it, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group protecting the possible. Bello, I mean, overall, this is kind of the seasons they were hoping for when they signed him to that extension before last season. He's made 21 starts. Well, 21 appearances, 20 starts, 121 and 2/3 innings. He's been a little bit of a workhorse since he joined the club, a little belatedly. He's 8-6, as we said, with a 3.25 ERA. He'd like the walks to come down, 45 walks in 121 and 2/3 innings, and they tend to, for Bello, come in clusters. So it's something to watch always when he's on the mound. His highest ERA, like so many starting pitchers, is in the very first inning. And if he attacks early, if he's got that fastball dialed in, it's going to be a long day for the Miami Marlins, and he's had that so often in this season. Speed Report brought to you by Verizon. Get to your local Verizon store today to check out the latest deals. The Red Sox really did not do a whole lot of running last night, but that's primarily because Sandy Alcantara kept them off the bases. They do not have Ramirez behind the dish. It's Liam Hicks, the catcher, so a little bit better arm behind the plate, but still, I would expect the Red Sox to get into Quantrill's head a little bit, and I fully expect them to have more traffic on the base paths. Here this afternoon, Wong's throw goes down to Cedon at second base, around to Bregman, now to Bello. On about the nicest afternoon of the season. Red Sox looking to make it 2 in a row here, win the series, and set up a chance for a sweep, and they'll hand it to Bello to do just that. Xavier Edwards, the hottest Marlins hitter, digs in. He'll see Bello in the first. And for the play-by-play, here's Sean McDonough.
All right, well, always a treat to be with you, particularly in a meaningful game like this, mid-August, with playoff implications for the Red Sox. All of them will have that. At least we hope so the rest of the way. Edwards is in the batter's box, switch hitter batting left. And Brian Bello ready to go, working out of the stretch. Bregman's in on the edge of the grass at third. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. Swinging a bounding ball to second, gobbled up by Rafaela. Over to Toro at first. 1 pitch and 1 quick out for Brian Bello. 83 delightful degrees at game time.
4:12 the first pitch.
4:12 the first pitch. Time and temperature sponsored by Hatfield. Better care, better pork.
Sorry, I was doing a little Morse code to try to signal.
I appreciate the help. It's a brisk pace last night. The game played in 2 hours and 21 minutes. Bello throws a fastball, taken for a strike by Jacob Marcy, the right fielder, left-handed hitter. Where's the number 87? Off to a great start in limited time. He hasn't been up for very long. He's hitting .383 as a Marlin this year in 15 games, over 47 at bats. He takes a ball outside. Could be difficult for the hitters to start the game. The home plate area is in the shadows, and most of the rest of the field's in the bright sunshine. Breaking ball just inside. Alan Porter, the crew chief, is the home plate umpire, with Jim Wolf at first, Chris Siegel at second, and Alex Mackey as the plays at third. Outfield around toward left for the left-handed swinging Marcy. Bregman in on the grass, well off the line. Swing and a foul back to the backstop. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lights are on here at Fenway Park. Marlins managed by Clayton McCullough in his first year. 3-9 in the last 12 after they went 9-2 in the previous 11. Bayo fires a 2-2. Breaking ball in on the feet of Marcy. And a full count. Now Bregman back off the grass and basically where the hole would ordinarily be on the left side of the infield. Story playing up the middle. Could be a problem for the outfielders here in the early going with the bright sunshine, particularly in center and right.
Yeah, I think Abreu's got a very tough task the first couple innings.
Bayo works off the first base end of the rubber. Here's his payoff pitch. Swing and a high fly ball to center. Pretty well hit. Duran retreating back to the edge of the warning track to make the catch. So a light breeze blowing in from right, and it looked like that ball might have been knocked down just a little bit. So 2 outs for Bayo on 7 pitches. He's 26 years old, from the Dominican Republic. 6'1", 180 pounds. Here's Agustin Ramirez, who was the catcher last night, the DH today. Big right-handed hitter with a wide open stance. Hitting .234 with 17 bombs. He swings and fouls the first one straight back. Ramirez has driven in 55 runs.
I'm sure Bayo was paying attention. He was so swing happy last night, was Ramirez, particularly on that pitch, the slider away.
He's dangerous. Those power numbers of 17 dingers and 55 knocked in lead all National League rookies. He takes a sinker a little bit low at 96 miles per hour. Blake Lawley coaches third for the Miami Marlins. Tyler Smarslock at first, part of this new coaching staff under the former Dodger first base coach McCullough. Bounding ball up the middle, past the mound, scooped up by Rafaela behind the second base bag. He throws to first for the out that ends the inning. An easy 1-2-3 frame for Brian Bayo. After a half inning, the Marlins nothing. The Red Sox coming up on the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Choosing a bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drink that's all flavor and just 100 calories? Easy. Choosing between creamy vanilla, double chocolate, and sea salt caramel flavors? A little harder. Try the delicious new Starbucks Frappuccino light drinks. Look for them wherever you buy groceries. Start with Starbucks coffee.
A scorcher of a day is the perfect time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the Dew.
You've got taco night on the table. Seasoned meat, warm tortillas, all the fixings. Now reach for a cold, fizzy Pepsi. Suddenly, dinner goes from pretty good to, whoa, that crisp cola snap that elevates every bite. Bold flavor, meet bold taste. Because this isn't just dinner. Food deserves Pepsi.
Food for your family or finishing your degree? Electric bills or earning a certification? Staying afloat or staying in school? With Rhode Island Reconnect, you don't have to choose. Life happens. We can help with free gas cards, bus passes, help paying for technology, groceries, and more. Let's break down barriers. Connect with the Navigator today and reconnect with the path forward through getting a degree, job training, or learning a trade. It's never too early or too late to follow your dreams. Get started at rireconnect.org.
Hey, it's Roman Anthony. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
And Roman Anthony will lead off the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Cadillac of Linfield and Cadillac of Warwick, Rhode Island. Against Cal Quantrill, the 30-year-old right-hander, Roman Anthony hits a bullet down the right field line on the first pitch. Over into the corner to play it is Marcy, and he'll hold Roman to a single. He pulled it and hit it hard into the right field corner. And Anthony is aboard to start the game on the first pitch. That'll bring up Alex Bregman. Quantrill, big guy, 6'3", 195. First year with the Marlins, signed as a free agent with Colorado last year. His first pitch is a fastball taken for strike one by Bregman, who steps in at 299. 16 homers and 51 runs batted in. Anthony takes a short lead from first, held on by Johnston. And the pitch, off speed, breaking ball, and a good one. Bregman way out in front of it. And Alex is quickly in an 0-2 hole. He's at .333 over the last 17 games to raise his average to .299 for the year. 16 homers, 51 runs batted in only 54 games. The pitch is high and away. Liam Hicks throws down to first, and back safely is Anthony, standing. He has a word of advice from Jose David Flores, the Red Sox first base coach. Kyle Hudson coaches third. Quantrill's pitch is a splitter high. Quantrill's the son of Paul Quantrill, fine pitcher for 14 years in the major leagues. Paul started his career with the Red Sox back in 1992 through 1994, and actually finished his career as a Florida Marlin in 2005. Spin and a throw to first, and Anthony's back hand first.
They sure seem to think he's going. I'm not so sold on that.
Doesn't have a big lead. Johnston holds him on. Johnston's about a step off the bag. Here's the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball up into the bright sky and left. And the catch made just shy of the warning track by Heriberto Hernandez, who put his glove up in front of his face to shield the sun for a moment. Then he disappeared into the shadows of a light tower out there and left. It's that time of the day when the sunshine, the shadows could be an issue. Here's Jarren Duran, one of those who was particularly agitated by the exchange between Quantrill and Reese McGuire last year in Denver. Jarren hitting .261, 12 homers. Anthony takes off. The pitch is up and away for a ball. The throw to second, not in time. It was a high throw to the right field side. The shortstop Lopez tried to drop the tag on quickly on the sliding Anthony. He's gesturing toward their dugout as if he thought they got him.
I didn't.
But for the moment, it's a stolen base and the fourth for Roman Anthony as a major leaguer. No challenge here from Clayton McCullough. And as we look at the replay, it was close, but Roman's left foot got there just ahead of the tag on his shoulder. The pitch was a ball to Duran. Now there's a breaking ball in the dirt. Check swing. It's a strike. Rolled away from Hicks, but not very far toward the on-deck circle on the first base side.
Knowing Jarren, I guarantee you, once the pitching matchups came out a couple days ago, he's been thinking about this at-bat for a long time.
Hasn't had much success against Cal Quantrill. Just 1 for 13 in his career, but the one hit is a home run. The 1-1 pitch, little nubber, foul ball, wound up behind Jarren. Nesson showing the video now of that episode between Quantrill and Reese McGuire.
It's just bizarre. It came out of nowhere. He can be a hothead on the mound, Quantrill can, as evidenced by that.
Well, they were dropping F-bombs on each other, and then it turned a little personal, particularly from the commentary of Quantrill. No score. We're just underway on a glorious day here in America's greatest city. Delighted to have you with us. Hope you're having a great weekend. Check swing at a high pitch. Appeal to third. No swing, said Alex McKay. And it's 2-2 on Duran, who's 0 for his last 6, but he was hit by a pitch in a big spot in the 9th inning last night. He was trying to bunt 2 men over after the first 2 had walked. He got hit and low to the bases, then Story won it with a hit. Breaking ball swung on and missed. The tag applied by Hicks as the pitch was in the dirt. Jaron tried to check his swing. It was too late. That's the second out of the inning. The game's first strikeout is brought to you by Weichert Real Estate. When you hire a Weichert agent, you can be sure you have a partner who will guide you every step of the way. Weichert, dream, move, home. 2 outs. Anthony at second after a single and a stolen base. Here's Trevor Story. And he takes a breaking ball for a strike, hitting .258, 18 homers, 76 runs batted in, including the game-winning RBI last night. With the bases loaded and nobody out in a 1-1 game. Trevor's 76th RBI. He's 8th in the American League. Tried to check his swing at a high fastball, and he could not.
Will Middlebrooks always says this time right here is the hardest for a hitter, when the shadow is right about halfway between the mound and the plate. We're seeing some swings that would sort of make that point.
Yes. Awkward swings by both Duran and now Story. Some half swings. Quantrill in the bright sunshine, as is most of the rest of the field. But the home plate area is in the shadows that extend out, as Will said, about halfway to the mound. The pitch, breaking ball that hit the plate and blocked by Hicks. Left field corner is in the shadows. There's a shadow of one of the light towers that is extending around the third base bag. But everywhere else you look, bright sunshine on this mid-August afternoon. Quantrill leads in for the sign. Works off the first base edge of the rubber. Story fouls on out of play to the right. First responders develop cancer at a higher rate than the general population. Boston Firefighters Credit Union is reminding all first responders to get checked. If something feels off, get it checked. Early detection saves lives. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Anthony at second, and the pitch is low. Story's hit in 3 straight, 5 for his last 13. Stole his 21st base last night, 21 for 21 to start the season. We mentioned last night that is the most successful stolen bases without being caught to start a season in Red Sox history. They did more research and discovered it's the longest stolen base streak in Red Sox history at any point of a season, dating back to when the American League started tracking stolen bases in 1920. Joe Castiglione was in his 4th year as a Red Sox broadcaster. The 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, little chopper slowly down the third base line, and Story's going to beat it without a throw. Pauly turns and throws to third as the shortstop Lopez is trying to tag Roman Anthony out, but Roman is on top of the bag. So a squib hit for Story. Little chopper, slow roller down the third baseline, and a 4-game hit streak for Trevor. Runners at the corners with 2 outs here in the scoreless game in the first. The Arbella Insurance Foundation is dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. For every strikeout during this season, Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. Here's Masataka Yoshida, who takes the ball high. Hitting .260 since he returned action after missing the first 85 games of the year. But over the last 10, he's at .313 with a couple of homers. Runners take their leads. The 1-0 pitch is a breaking ball outside to the left-handed swinger, who now has a long look down at Kyle Hudson, the third base coach, who's going through a series of signs while looking at Trevor Story over at first. Trevor being held on by Johnston. Trevor takes off running. The pitch is a strike. The throw not in time. They threw down there, but no chance to get Story, who's now 22 for 22 in stolen bases this year. So now 2 men out there in scoring position, and a count of 2 balls and a strike on Yoshida. He takes a pitch in the dirt. Already 21 pitches here in the first inning for Quantrill. How many innings did it take Alcantara to throw 21 pitches last night? It felt like it was about 6. Out of the stretch, she rocks back and forth a bit, and now the 3-1 pitch. Hard ground ball, base hit into right field. Past the second baseman Edwards, 1 run is scored. Story to the plate, he's in safely. Standing just ahead of a sweeping tag by Hicks. And into second goes Yoshida. A 2-run single, he takes second on the throw. Edwards, the second baseman, went into a dive going to his left, and he just missed it. And the Red Sox have a 2-0 lead here in the first.
What a great at-bat, and how important that 20-second steal is. By the way, that got a little squirrely for Trevor coming down the line because Cal Quantrill was late to come back up the plate. Trevor had to kind of avoid him coming down the line, and then it got a little dicey at the end. He never slid, and so in the end he kind of lunged out awkwardly onto the plate standing. What a swing from Massa. That is big time for the Macho Man. Alex Cora, who loves Massa, is all smiles in the dugout.
Daniel Moscas, the pitching coach for Miami, is at the mound. Edwards is a very good defender, and I bet he feels like he should have fielded that ground ball. It looked like it just missed his glove.
Let's hit 103 off the bat, so scalded by Yoshida.
Hard ground ball that got through. I was wondering why it was such a close play with Story at the plate, because he was off, obviously, with the contact with 2 outs. Romy Gonzalez is the batter, 6th hitter of the inning, hitting an even 300. He goes after the first one and chops it to second. Charged by Edwards. Sidearm throw to throw him out. That ends the inning, but the Red Sox get 2 runs on 3 hits. After 1 at Fenway Park, a good start for the Bostonians. 2-0 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Get your tickets to see the New England Revolution against LAFC on Saturday, August 16th at 7:30 p.m. at Gillette Stadium. Don't miss out on the last family 4-pack deal of the season. Get 4 tickets, saving up to 33% off box office prices, plus 4 concessions vouchers valued at $70. RevolutionSoccer.net/tickets to see the New England Revolution against LAFC. That's RevolutionSoccer.net/tickets.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Next Level Pet people give their dogs next-level protection from parasites with NexGard Plus, afoxolaner, moxidectin, and pyrantel chewable tablets. The one-and-done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. NexGard Plus comes in a tasty beef-flavored chew, so you don't have to use next-level tricks to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGard Plus for next-level protection for your dog.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Red Sox lead 2-0 game 2 of this 3-game series between the Red Sox and the Miami Marlins. Red Sox won 2-1 last night in dramatic fashion with a walk-off win, their 10th walk-off win of the season. Brian Bayo pitched a 1-2-3 first on 10 pitches. His first pitch of the second, Ava Lopez, is down and in. Lopez leading off in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Porsche of Boston and Burlington. Lopez, Liam Hicks, Heriberto Hernandez due up, swinging a pull foul over by the Miami dugout. Lopez, a right-handed hitter at .241, 11 homers, 56 knocked in. He went 1 for 4 last night. 1-1 pitch, fastball just a little bit up and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. Outfield around toward right. The opposite field for Lopez. Abreu is shallow. Hit hard on the ground in the hole on the left side. Backhanded by Story. Jump throw to first, and he got him. What a play by Trevor Story. displaying his athleticism again. That was a smash in the hole. He had to go to his left to backhand it. Momentum going away from first base. He made a jump throw and a good one to Abraham Toro, and Lopez is retired.
You kidding me? I mean, that's as good a play as you can make. What a start to this game he's had.
And he has been a huge part of the Red Sox surge. Liam Hicks takes the ball down and in. He was their DH last night, went 2 for 4. He's catching today. He's hitting .265, 4 homers and 36 knocked in. Bats from the left side. Bregman way off the line at third and on the edge of the grass. Backdoor breaking ball missed.
I mean, this is what they dreamed of when they signed him. It's amazing how bleak it looked in mid-May, but now closing in on 20 homers, 22 steals, great defense, all the RBIs. Dynamic.
Now, since June 1st, he's been one of the best players in baseball. Not surprisingly, that coincides with the Red Sox dramatic improvement in the record. Hicks took a breaking ball for a strike. Two and one. Bayo holds the ball up against his chest and pitches, and it's just a little bit low. To amplify the point, on June 4th, Red Sox entered play with a record of 29 and 34. That was just about when Story was starting to pick it up. Since then, they're 38 and 22. High chopper off the plate and a foul ball over by the Red Sox dugout.
Amazing. And not long after that, Roman Anthony came up and invigorated things. But people always talk about hot streaks at the plate, and that's definitely true. I think Story is on a heater defensively, too. He's really feeling good out there.
Other factors as well. Red Sox starting pitchers lead the American League in quality starts with 56. Here comes a payoff pitch from Bayo. A chopper slowly on the right side. Toro well off the bag to play it, and then he dropped the ball on the infield grass. Not sure they would have had a play on Hicks anyway. Abraham was charging. Bayo was crossing his path to go cover the bag. And I'd imagine they're going to score an error.
I don't think that should be.
No, I'm not sure they would have had a play even if he fielded it cleanly. And another thing, Will, to me that has not gotten enough attention is the Red Sox bullpen. 3.33 combined ERA. That's best in the American League and third in all of Major League Baseball.
It's amazing.
Yeah, they're pitching, they're hitting, they're playing better defense, still not great. They're running the bases. Here's Heriberto Hernandez, right-handed hitter, left fielder. He hits a ground ball down to third. Bregman, Rafaela, Toro. 5-4-3, a double play that ends the inning. And the error does not hurt the Red Sox. After an inning and a half at Fenway, 2-0 Boston on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Get your tickets to see the New England Revolution against LAFC on Saturday, August 16th at 7:30 p.m. at Gillette Stadium. Don't miss out on the last family 4-pack deal of the season. Get 4 tickets saving up to 33% off box office prices, plus 4 concessions vouchers valued at $70. RevolutionSoccer.net/tickets to see the New England Revolution against LAFC. That's RevolutionSoccer.net/tickets.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Next Level Pet people give their dogs next level protection from parasites with NexGard Plus, afoxolaner, moxidectin, and pyrantel chewable tablets. The one-and-done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. NexGard Plus comes in a tasty beef-flavored chew, so you don't have to use next-level tricks to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGard Plus for next-level protection for your dog.
Lowe's knows to bring your vision to life, it's important to find the right color. That's why MyLowe's Rewards members get a free Valspar paint or exterior stain sample to test your look to confidently refresh your space. Offer valid in-store only 8/7 to 8/20. Limit 1 per customer while supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See associate for details. Rewards program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
The Red Sox there in the top of the inning on Romy Gonzalez. He's playing first base this afternoon, not Toro's at first base last night. So here's Willie Abreu to lead off in the bottom of the second. The Red Sox batting against Cal Quantrill with a 2-0 lead. Abreu first ball swinging, slices a foul out of play to the left.
I still don't think it should be an error on either Toro or Romy.
No matter who it is. But my apologies to Toro because he definitely did not commit the error.
Besmirching the man's good name.
Abreu, Rafaela, and Wong, the bottom third of the order. Abreu's hitting 7th. He takes a breaking ball outside. That's the Red Sox Herb Chambers batting order. 252 for Willier, 21 homers, 67 knocked in. And a foul ball out of play to the left.
This is something Alex Cora has taught me. Everybody thinks that a foul ball right back to the screen means you're timed up. He doesn't think so. In fact, with Devers and certainly with Abreu, he firmly believes if you foul balls down the left field line the opposite way, they are more locked in and ready to take off, which I think is really interesting. And it certainly proved true with Rafi over and over again.
The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball high. Abreu, the 7th batter, sponsored by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for more than 30 years. Call all 7-617-777-7777. Breaking ball fouled away to the left. 2 runs, 3 hits, and an error for Boston. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Miami. Here in the bottom of the second. Shadow still creeping out from behind home plate toward the mound. The mound still in the bright sunshine. Little foul ball off the end of the bat over on the Miami on deck circle. Two balls, 2 strikes. They play Abreu to pull in the infield and the outfield, and he swings and misses at a breaking ball down and away. Second strikeout for Quantrill. It's the final weeks to enter the Shaws and Star Market Grand Slam Summer Sweepstakes. This is your last chance to win a Boston sports experience and a $500 Shaws gift card. Spend $50, get your code and enter. Official rules at GrandSlamSummerSweeps.com. Cedon Rafaela swings and fouls one back toward the backstop. Hitting .257 is the Red Sox second baseman today. 14 homers, 52 runs batted in. Quantrill pitches, fastball hit in the air to right, and it is caught by Jacob Marcy. Sinking line drive, and it looked for a moment like he was struggling with the sun as that ball started to drop. Not much on the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Most of the action is a bit later on or just getting started. But the Toronto Blue Jays, sailing right along, have an 8-1 lead over Reeling, Texas. They're now in the 4th inning in Ontario. Ball 1 low to Connor Wong. Wong in his 47th game of the year is hitting .175, 21 hits in 120 at-bats. He pulls one hard but foul down the left field line, 1-1.
He started to look a lot better. By the way, I think it's very cool that at the bottom right corner of the manual scoreboard, they got the Little League World Series score. Braintree is in an elimination game. They trail Texas 2-0.
Well, that's not fair. Braintree is city or town. But whatever it is, they're playing a whole state of Texas. A little lob down the right field line, foul down by the tarp.
I should get the Texas
what
team
they're from.
Yeah.
Well, it's already been a great story for the boys from Braintree, their families and coaches. Just to get to Williamsport is a huge thrill and a remarkable achievement. The 1-2 pitch, fastball high.
Richmond, Texas.
Richmond, Texas. Wish we go into they get to play all year round down there with their weather, the Braintree guys. Well, they could be in the batting cages in the winter on the beautiful South Shore. Fly ball to right off a fastball. Marcy makes a backhanded catch. He was definitely struggling with the sun on that one as he went running toward the pole. You could see the reflection of the sun on his sunglasses. He made a backhanded catch. He's a left-hander. After 2-0 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Get your tickets to see the New England Revolution against LAFC on Saturday, August 16th at 7:30 p.m. at Gillette Stadium. Don't miss out on the last family 4-pack deal of the season. Get 4 tickets saving up to 33% off box office prices, plus 4 concessions vouchers valued at $70. RevolutionSoccer.net/tickets to see the New England Revolution against LAFC. That's RevolutionSoccer.net/tickets.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Lowe's knows to bring your vision to life, it's important to find the right color. That's why MyLowe's Rewards members get a free Valspar paint or exterior stain sample to test your look to confidently refresh your space. Offer valid in-store only 8/7 to 8/20. Limit 1 per customer while supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See associate for details. Rewards program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Jones and Keith.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
We go to the third. Here's Will.
Thanks, Sean. Troy Johnston, left-handed hitter against the very sharp Bayo, who misses with a cutter outside. He doesn't have that pitch yet, but it has been an important weapon for him. He has loved pitching at Fenway lately, which is so important to dominate in your home ballpark. 5-2 over his last 7 with a 2.2 ERA. 1-0 to Johnston. That's a strike on the outside corner. Cutter, maybe a generous call, but it was close. And it's 1-1. Johnston, Hill, and Pauly. Not a law firm. The 3 in the Marlins Herb Chambers batting order in this third. 1-1. Bayo throws. That is a little bit low. Herb Chambers Infinity of Westboro.
Those are nice vehicles.
They are. I've never owned an Infinity, but there's still time.
Yes.
2-1 to Infinity and beyond. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner. We had an ad for the 99 restaurants coming into the inning. They talked about how you can get lobster rolls all 3 ways: cold, hot, buttered. Got to go cold, don't you, on a lobster roll?
I don't know. I wouldn't say necessarily. Right. Buttered sounds pretty good.
It does. Always. 2-2. Ripped down the right field line. Foul by about 6 inches. That looked like Roland Garros. A little mark outside the line.
Johnson's 28. This guy who's put up some big numbers in the minors and never really had much of a chance at the major league level. Trying to take advantage of this opportunity. Got called up in late July after 84 games. Great nickname for their AAA team, the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
Now those are good buttered too. The 2-2 line toward short over the leap of Story into the outfield. That's a base hit. We went to a great restaurant in Bristol, Rhode Island a couple nights ago.
What a great town.
It is called the Franklin, and it's brand new, and it's awesome. We had the best meal we've had in a long time, and they tempted us with this appetizer that was 4 huge butterfly buttered shrimp.
Hometown of our buddy Billy Andre, a great golfer, 4 times winner on the PGA Tour and a couple more on the Champions Tour.
Here's a foul on the first base side. What a great guy he is.
Oh, he and Brad Faxon, their Andre Faxon Charities for Children has raised more than $30 million for children's charities in southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island. They've been honored many, many times by many organizations.
Time is called as Bayo was thinking about throwing over to first.
And just two of the nicest guys you could ever hope to be around.
Faxon's, I mean, he was a great putter as a player, obviously.
One of the best of all time.
And he's become like a guru and a teacher to a lot of guys on tour.
Including Rory McIlroy.
Which works a lot of the time. Not always. 0-1. Pitch is a high fly into right center field toward the triangle, but it hangs up before the track. Duran's there to make the play. There's one down. What's crazy in golf today is that you got Scotty Scheffler, who by most accounts is the best ball striker off the tee, into the green, one of the great short games really since Tiger Woods. But before this year, he really couldn't putt that well, and now he's about near the best putter.
Yeah, he makes just about everything now. He really improved his putting, and he really is starting to do things now that are comparable to what Tiger Woods was doing in his prime. You expect him to win every week.
You
now.
do. Graham Pauley, the batter from the left side, he takes a ball downstairs. 2-0 Red Sox in the top of the third. They're in the second to last, the penultimate playoff event. Right now, the BMW Championship being played in Maryland and
Caves Valley. Nice.
Good spot.
Course. Yes, very nice, just outside Baltimore.
Well, I gotta work on that.
Yes, you do. I can help with that.
Well, all right. We're there next week. 1-0 to Graham Pauley. Pitch is a little outside. Of course, my kids are with me. That'd be a tough sell. Honey, I'll see you in 6 hours. Enjoy the pool.
Yes.
I mean,
let's bring the kids
pool.
on the trip, and I'm going to leave you in the hotel while I go to play golf.
Probably not this time. One out, one on.
Glassman handled divorce proceedings.
Runner goes. The pitch is high. Wong's throw is dropped by Story. He had to leap to the first base side. It's probably not going to be there in time anyway. So it's a steal for Johnston. First of his career. That's a pretty cool moment for him. Give him the bag. I saw that Alejandro Kirk stole his first career base the other day, and they did literally give him the base.
In real time or later?
I think later.
Did they play without second base for the rest? What did they do?
2-1 pitch. His swung on and missed. He was trying to go deep. Was Pauley. Cutter, and it's now 2-2. Caves Valley. I'll have to check it out. Bob McIntyre, the Scotsman, was out to a big lead there, but Scotty, of course, was in contention. The 2-2 has popped up. Left side of the infield. Story with those old school flip shades on. Out into shallow left. He's there to make the play. I love that look for Trevor. And they're 2 down.
And it's really that time of the day, as we've said, that every ball in the air is potentially a problem with as bright as the sunshine is. Got to be a thrill for Troy Johnson. As you mentioned, he's 28 years old. Big numbers in the minors, and yet didn't make his major league debut until late July.
And here he is at Fenway Park. Xavier Edwards, who looked great last night, takes a pitch outside. He swung at the first pitch of the game and grounded hard to second. Third inning brought to you by Citgo. Here's a club you'll want to get into. Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents a gallon on your first fill-up. 2 down, runner at second. Sox lead 2-0. Way back on the right side of the infield, the pitch to Edwards, swing and a miss. That's the best changeup he's thrown today. And it's 1-1. This guy, on a 10-game streak, he's hit .435 in that time, 20 for now 47. Looks the part.
And threatening to take over the National League lead in batting average as Will Smith has drooped lately. Smith starts the day at .308, Edwards .306.
It's amazing. There's only 3 guys in the whole National League at .300 or better. 7, I think, in the AL. 1-1. Pitch. There's a soft ground ball to the right side. Cedon started in, now back, plays the third hop, throws to first in time. Inning over. Nice job by Bayo. He's looked really comfortable today. To the bottom of the third we go. 2-0 Red Sox. Anthony, Bregman, and Duran coming up on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
You've got taco night on the table. Seasoned meat, warm tortillas, all the fixings. Now reach for a cold, fizzy Pepsi. Suddenly, dinner goes from pretty good to, whoa! That crisp cola snap that elevates every bite. Bold flavor, meet bold taste. Because this isn't just dinner. Food deserves Pepsi.
A scorcher of a day is the perfect time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of bold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Hey, it's Alex Bregman. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Cal Control facing Roman Anthony, who takes the first pitch sinker for strike one. On the outside corner, we're underway in the bottom of the third inning. Get you the New England Chevy dealers question of the day. Together we drive. 0-1. Roman drives one high and deep and foul down the right field line. He was out in front of a curveball, but he launched it. Wow. That thing was pummeled outside the pesky pole. 0-2. Roman ripped a hit down the first base line. In the first, stole a base and scored on the Masataka Yoshida 2-run hit. 0-2 is ripped into right center field. Again a hit. He's got a chance to think two here. He makes the turn at first. He's going to go. It is fielded out there in center by Hill. Throw not in time. Foot first slide for Anthony. He's doing it again. And it's a leadoff double in the third.
Boy, he just has such great instincts. As he rounded first, that play was right in front of him. The ball was between the center fielder and the right fielder. And when he took off, Will, when he rounded first, I thought it was going to be a close play. It wasn't even close. He went sliding in, but he was there way ahead of the throw.
Sean, this is his 55th game, and that's his 17th double. That's outrageous. Here's Bregman, who takes a ball, a fastball, inside. I haven't forgotten about the New England Chevy dealers question of the day. 1-0 to Bregman. Quantrill throws. Alex takes a strike. Looking for something else there. Slider. Which Red Sox uniform is your favorite? Home white, yellow City Connects, the Fenway Greens, or the Road Grays/red? 1-1. Pitch. Bregman takes another ball, a splitter inside, and it's 2-1.
Well, I'm a traditionalist. I like when teams wear their uniform, wear their colors. Those green ones, though, are growing on me a little bit. They look sharp,
Yes.
and they seem to be, what is it, 4 Friday nights in a row?
Walk-off wins.
Won in dramatic fashion with those green ones.
2-1, swing and a miss. He tied him up with a fastball inside, and it's 2-2. I'm with you. I mean, the Red Sox home unis are some of the best in the game, with the Tigers and Dodgers and Cardinals. But I love the new Fenway Greens.
Yeah. I like them better than these yellow ones. Now, the yellow were fun when they first came around, but
they win in them. 2-2.
Yes.
Whoa, that slipped out of his hand and hits the mascot. It's over Bregman's head. Anthony over to third on the wildest possible pitch.
I don't know if I've ever seen a wild pitch that wild. I mean, it slipped out of his hand. It was way behind and over the head of Bregman, and it hit the backstop, it hit the screen on the fly, pretty high up on the screen. I've never seen that before.
Me neither.
I mean, that was
the old Nuke Lelouch. 3-2 to Bregman. They bring the infield in, do the Marlins, with Roman at third and nobody out. Duran on deck. Payoff pitch. Bregman takes a ball down and away. Sinker that was close. But when you hit the screen behind the plate, it's hard to give a close pitch. Before Duran, we take 10 seconds. The Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Will Fleming and Sean McDonough at Fenway Park, bottom of the third, a chance to break this thing wide open. Duran, who struck out his first time, now first and third, nobody out. Quantrill throws. Duran takes a strike on the inside corner. This catcher, Hicks, looks quite eager to throw behind runners. He's feigned a couple of throws, not uncorked one yet. Anthony at third, Bregman at first. 0-1. Pitch is a foul. Jaron would like that one back. A curveball. It was in, but right there. And it's 0-2.
They had a Jaron Duran lookalike contest here at Fenway Park before the game. Heard Rob Bradford talking about it on the ride in.
Jaron got to pick the winner himself. Al imitated his batting stance where he kind of arches his back. He's doing it now. 0-2. Quantrill throws. Duran takes a fastball high and outside, a ball. And it's 1-2. It's almost impossible to look like him. Angular jaw. I mean, just chiseled.
Well, you better be in the weight room.
You do. 1-2 to Duran. Bouncing up and down. Pitch is outside. I mean, that's a huge miss with a splitter. And now it's 2-2. Story, the RBI king, is on deck. Two balls, two strikes to Duran. Quantrill throws, and Jaron drives one high into right field. This thing is crushed. It's back at the wall, and it's off the wall. Roman scores. Bregman slowly around second. He's over to third. It's a wall ball double for Duran that just missed going out. Red Sox lead it 3-0.
Yeah, hit the wall right in front of the Red Sox bullpen on the fly. And Jaron Duran, you know, with everything else that's gone on during this Red Sox surge since the beginning of June, he probably hasn't got enough credit for the part that he's played in it. He's now reached base safely in 35 of his last 38 games since late June.
For him, that hit felt very good off of Quantrill. Here now is Story. Second and third, nobody out. Marlins in on the dirt. The pitch to Trevor is inside. A ball. That was just a great at-bat. One of the hallmarks of this Red Sox run is that the second time through the order against a starter, they unlock things. And they have here. 1-0 to Story. The pitch is swung on and driven high into left field. It is back at the wall, and it is off the top of the wall and gone. A 3-run homer for Trevor Story off El Tiante's sign. And the Red Sox lead it 6-0. 79 runs batted in for Trevor Story.
Yeah, a bit of a Fenway home run there. Kind of a high fly ball that just did clear the wall, as you said. It hit the sign in memory of Louis Tiant that's at the base of the light tower in left field. And all Red Sox here, 6-0 in the third.
Blown it open. Here's Masso, gave him their first 2 runs. Pitch. Strike on the outside corner. You just had a feeling they would get to Quantrill here today. You know, that wasn't that bad a pitch. Breaking ball down and away, and Story just went down and got it. A home run in 3 ballparks, but this is the only one that counts today. The 0-1, Massa swings and fouls it off. And it's 0-2. That was just a classic Fenway homer, Sean, where off the bat you go, well, it's probably going to catch some green, but does it have enough to get out?
Yeah, when it left the bat, you thought it might be an out, but then you saw Hernandez, the left fielder, kind of turning and looking up. Think, oh boy, this might get out.
19 homers, 79 driven in, 22
He's now tied
steals.
For 7th in the American League in runs batted in with Bo Bichette.
What a spectacular season he's having. Massa takes a fastball high.
And Jaron Duran's double, his 32nd. That is 3rd in the American League. Bobby Witt Jr., 38, and the aforementioned Bo Bichette, 35.
Red Sox lead the world in doubles as a team. 1-2 to Massa. Pitch. Drive deep to right field. Essa's back at the track, and it will be caught over the top of the wall by Marcy. A top-spinning fly. Massa just missed that one. It seemed to sort of die right at the track, and at last, a loud first out for Quantrill.
It had enough to be a home run if Marcy wasn't there at the wall. It was, because he caught it right up against the Marlins bullpen with the glove well above his head. Just a little bit of a breeze blowing in from right. That's one of the reasons why the temperature's a little cooler with the east breeze.
We appreciate it. Here's Romy, who takes a ball outside. That's a great play by Marcy. It is a race to the bat rack right now for the Red Sox against Cal Quantrill. 1-0 is a strike on the outside corner. So Story 96 off the bat. Massa 104. Duran hit his 109 off the barrel, crushing him. 105 for Roman. 1-1 is a foul on the first base side. I often don't like talking too much about exit velocity, but in this inning, it's just been apparent they figured something out, and they are hitting him hard.
And they're doing it despite the shadows, which you would think were still a problem, extending about halfway between the home plate area in the shadows and the mound, which is in the bright sunshine still.
1-2 to Romy. Pitch is swung on and driven toward the triangle in right center field. Hill is back on the run, and he'll make a running grab right in front of the Red Sox bullpen. Loud outs and hits in this inning. 2 down.
Yeah, both outs have been balls hit to the wall. That was hit to the edge of the Red Sox bullpen, the center field end of it. The Duran double, another double for diabetes, $50 to the American Diabetes Association, brought to you in part by the Massachusetts Health Connector. If you need health insurance, go to mahealthconnector.org. Find the right plan for you and your family.
Beautiful. Here's Willier. 6-0 Red Sox. The pitch ripped down the right field line. Coming on is Marcy. He dives and makes the play. Are you kidding me? The degree of difficulty on those 3 outs in the inning, as high as you'll ever see. But the Red Sox all over Quantrill. They put up 4, and after 3, they lead 6-0 on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
A scorcher of a day is the perfect time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew Baja Blast with a wave of tropical lime flavor, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
You've got taco night on the table. Seasoned meat, warm tortillas, all the fixings. Now reach for a cold, fizzy Pepsi. Suddenly, dinner goes from pretty good to, whoa! That crisp cola snap that elevates every bite. Bold flavor, meet bold taste. Because this isn't just dinner. Food deserves Pepsi.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Get early access to Sleep Number's biggest sale of the year. 25% off the i8 bed, our most popular. Plus free home delivery. Limited time. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Art, Fitzy, and Johnson.
Weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
To the 4th inning we go, which is brought to you by Cars for Kids. easiest way to donate your car. Pick it up tomorrow at carsforkids.com. Cars, of course, with a K. 6-0. Here's Jacob Marcy, who robbed Massa at the right field wall in a 4-run third. Left-handed hitter drives one into center field. Coming on, Duran. He's there to make a shoulder-high grab. That's really encouraging from Bayo. Pitch to the score. Just fill up the zone. Contact be damned. And there's one out on one pitch. Sean was telling you about Story's rankings in the RBI count. Duran with the doubles. Those league leaders brought to you by Drains by James, Eastern Mass's leader in residential and commercial drain cleaning and pipelining. Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes. Here is Agustin Ramirez. He takes a sinker outside for ball one. They roll downhill, do these Red Sox at Fenway Park. 1-0. Chop foul. How about let's see, last night's game ended about 9:30, so the 20 hours or so that Trevor Story is having. The walk-off hit last night. And then spectacular defense, a stolen base, his 22nd, and a 3-run homer. Amazing. Behind the plate, does Wong have room? He throws the mask away, and he does. Now, he caught it, and then the glove connected with the screen, but the ball never did, so almost popped out, but Connor on the spot. He flexes out to the mound, and there's 2 away.
Meanwhile, up in Toronto, I guess the Blue Jays are for real.
Yeah.
They have been, like the Red Sox, playing well for an extended period. They lead Texas 11-1 at the end of the 5th inning. Miles Straw has hit 2 homers and driven in 5. He's 3 for 3.
Well, I think a similar thing is happening at the Rogers Center as is here.
The fans have come back.
Yeah. Here's Otto Lopez, strike on the inside corner.
Last 12 games here at Fenway have all been sellouts.
Yep.
This looks like it is again today. The 12 games in a row is the longest home sellout streak here at Fenway since 2018.
We know what happened that year. Similar energy, if not a similar record yet. The 0-1, swing and a miss. The big sinker, and it's 0-2. I mean, these teams are so different. Although you now have the reemergence of the veterans Story and Bregman, but this is a totally different group. So much youth. Speed, athleticism. 0-2. 2 down in the 4th. 6-0 Red Sox. Pitch is a soft ground ball on the right side. Cedon in, gloves, hurries and throws to first in time. Inning over. Bayo is rolling along, and so are the Red Sox. 6-0 through 3.5 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X-Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
So I made the new Eggo protein waffles the other day for my kids, and they couldn't believe how good they tasted, or that they were packed with protein. They have the same great Eggo taste we all know and love, plus 20% of your daily protein. They seriously taste amazing. Whether it's part of your breakfast before school or a quick bite before practice, new Eggo protein waffles and pancakes are an easy way to keep everyone happy. Head to your local grocery store to fuel your morning with Eggo protein waffles and pancakes, available at retailers nationwide.
Ice, energy, energy from Starbucks.
When you want that good afternoon energy, pick up new hydrating Starbucks Iced Energy with plant-based caffeine for a feel-good boost. Available in 3 refreshing fruity flavors: tropical peach, blueberry lemonade, and watermelon twist to give you the delicious taste you've been looking for. Energize your afternoon with new Starbucks Iced Energy. Find it in stores or online today.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
So we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. On the Subaru of New England scoreboard, the kids from Braintree scored 3 in the bottom of the 1st. They now lead 3-2.
Braintree is a town.
Okay. Here's the pitch to Sadon. A hard ground ball down the third base line, past the dive, and it is into the corner. Sadon's got yet another double. Paulie went after it, couldn't get there, and the Red Sox not fooled at all by Cal Quantrill.
3 doubles today for the Red Sox, 254 now for the year in their 124th game. That leads all of Major League Baseball in 2 base hits.
Good way to live. I mean, the Red Sox, I wouldn't say it's quietly because it's been going on for a while now. They do have one of the better offenses in the game. Here's Connor Wong, who has looked really good lately with more regular playing time. Here's the pitch to him, and he takes a strike on the inside corner.
They are going to get bullpen action going for the first time this afternoon, are the Miami Marlins.
And the middle part, the lower leverage arms they have, not very good.
The end of the game wasn't so great last night either.
0-1 driven down the left field line, and that's because they used a lower leverage reliever.
Yeah.
Still
they
makes no
sense. Josh
sense.
Simpson in a 1-1 game in the bottom of the 9th. Walk, hit batsman to load the bases, and then he gave up a single. Then Simpson threw 12 pitches, 2 strikes.
Not very good. No. Tyler Zuber is up. 0-2 to Wong with Sadon at second. Quantrill nearing his end. The pitch is high.
Well, if the Red Sox wanted to get a little revenge at Cal Quantrill for his verbal exchange with Reese McGuire last year, I think they have succeeded. But not only have 6 runs, some of the outs have been very hard hit balls as well.
1-2. Pitch way up and in. Now, no intent there. That's a splitter that slipped out of his hand, just like the curveball to Bregman did. It's the best way to do it, Sean. I mean, everybody comes in, chest puffed out. Are we going to have a fisticuffs or whatever? Just hammer him on the mound. That's the best revenge of all. 2-2 to Wong. The pitch is a broken back grounder to short. Lopez has it, throws to first, and Connor is retired. 1 down. 4th inning bell brought to you by Russell Hackman and the team at Hackman Wealth Partners, Boston's premier retirement planning specialist. Request your appointment today. Learn more at hackmanwealth.com. Now here's a third look for Roman at Quantrill, and he smashed the ball twice against him. Single and a double. 6-0 Red Sox. The pitch outside. Cutter. And it's 1-0. I told you, when they see a pitcher, well, the second time, the third time is usually extraordinarily loud. 1-0. The pitch is a strike. Sinking fastball. 1-1. He will not, Quantrill, see this whole lineup a third time, I don't think.
Those shadows now almost all the way out to the mound from behind home plate.
1-1. Pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a good splitter that dove beneath the barrel. And it's 1-2. We're now past 110 pitches. Brought to you by 110 Grill, gluten-free dining. Done right.
Sounds good right about now.
It does. See if Bayo can pick up the pace. We'll go to one of the many locations right after the game. 1-2. Runner goes, and Anthony fouls it back to the screen. Sadon had Quantrill timed up. It was a high fastball. Roman thought too close to take. Had he not swung at that, I think Sadon definitely had the bag at third.
Yeah, standing up. It also helped Sadon. A, they weren't paying any attention to him, and B, the third baseman, Paulie, is way off the bag, so he might not have even beaten Cedon to the bag.
1-2. Pitch is a soft ground ball on the right side to Edwards. He gloves. He throws to first. And they're 2 away. On the play, Cedon over to third.
Very disappointing for Roman Anthony. Do you think they should send him down?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Get on the phone to Chad Tracy. He has set the bar so high. And he so often meets that bar. Here's Bregman. Steps off. Of course, Roman can now legally go to bars, although not without being mobbed, I would imagine. He told me that he and Marcelo try to go places, and it's just impossible. Pitch to Bregman is down and away. Sinker. Bregman has flied to left, walked and scored.
Yeah, back in the old days you could, right? But now everybody has a phone and a camera and video.
Private rooms and house parties. 1-0. Pitch. Bregman takes a strike. Cutter, and it's 1-1. The pitch. Swinging a high fly down the left field line. Gone if fair, but it hooks foul outside the Fisk pole. Out in front of a pitch there, and it's 1-2.
We were talking about this before the game. Cal Quantrill's dad, Paul, when he pitched here, that was back when I was doing Red Sox TV. And in, I guess it was 17 seasons I did the TV, he was one of the nicest guys we had. Just a really, really good guy.
1-2 pitch. Bregman swings and grounds one up the middle and through into center field. Base hit. Cedon scores. Paul will not be happy with that. It is 7-0 Red Sox. Edwards almost made a diving play. He's been close to a couple, but not that time, and it's 7-0. And here again comes Duran. I mean, at this point, Sean, now that it's gotten out of hand, why not just let Quantrill throw as many pitches as he can?
Yeah, he's up to 78 now, which is a bunch in the 4th inning.
Duran doubled off the wall his last time. Pitch is outside. So it's a cutter that missed, and it's 1-0. Duran with that RBI double, now with 66 driven in. 1-0. Pitch hits him on the elbow. Now that will not go well. He stares out to Quantrill, and I think Quantrill sort of maybe subtly apologized.
I think he did, because Jaron looked at him and just nodded his head and kind of smiled as if to say, okay, I believe that.
I mean, why? That would be totally insane after you've gotten your brains beaten in to hit him in that spot. So yeah, I think apology accepted. That's going to do it for Cal Quantrill. Revenge exacted. Not that it's that big a deal, but still, the Red Sox will feel good about that. 7-0. Cal is done. We'll be back after this pitching change and slow down in the action, which is brought to you by Izervay. Red Sox just sprayed it all over the place against Quantrill here today. 7-0 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
This call to the bullpen gives you a chance to check out all the great Ford SUV offers at buyfordnow.com. You'll find special deals on the award-winning Ford SUV lineup that you won't see advertised anyplace else. Whether you plan to buy from your Ford dealer's inventory or custom order your new SUV, visit buyfordnow.com and see how much you can save. And then see your New England Ford dealers for your new SUV.
Having health insurance is a must-have, and the Massachusetts Health Connector has a power-packed lineup in Connecticut plans that delivers. At the top of the order, lower premiums make bumpy costs affordable. The middle of the lineup is packed with low copays and no deductibles, so you can save money on everything. From an urgent ER trip to managing chronic disease like diabetes and hypertension through no-cost prescriptions. Round out the order access to Connecticut plans now at mahealthconnector.org, and you have a winning team with you and the Massachusetts Health Connector.
Marlins go to their bullpen. For the righty, Tyler Zuber. He'll see one of today's many heroes, Trevor Story, who's already 2 for 2 with a 3-run homer, a steal, 2 runs scored, doing it all.
And his usual fine defense.
No doubt.
Including a highlight reel play earlier on the ball hitting the hole by Otto Lopez.
That was one of the better defensive plays on the infield we've seen all year. People always thought Jeter was great at that. Was better than anything Jeter ever did. I mean, that was awesome from Story. 7-0 Red Sox lead.
Didn't want to tear his Achilles.
That's a good point. Zuber to Story, and Trevor takes a strike. Slider at the bottom of the zone.
Was it Mariano Rivera?
It was. 30 years old, the right-hander Zuber, who started this year with the Mets, has not gone well for him here with the Fish. 3 outings, 4 runs, and 2 2/3. Trevor pops it our way, but it will not make our booth. Another sweeper, and it's 0-2. I love that they play that game. I also love what the Brewers did a few weeks back. They had an alumni home run derby at their ballpark. So a lot of their all-time great home run hitters came back, and it was just a smashing success. Can you imagine?
No pun intended. With the regular fence?
Yeah. Can you imagine if the Red Sox invited Ortiz and Manny and Pedroia and all those guys back?
Jim Rice would still
be
get
awesome.
him on the Lansdowne Street.
Merlone would have to be in it. Middlebrooks
no,
too.
he really wouldn't have to.
0-2 to Story. 7-0 Red Sox. Pitch is a breaking ball up and in. And it's 1-2.
The Brewers are amazing. How about that win last night? They're 13th in a row, down 8-1. They wound up winning 9-8. Yelich hit 2 home runs.
1-2. Fouled back to the screen. I think in that, I mean, obviously everybody would be so fired up for Manny and David. I would really like watching Pedroia again, just trying to launch balls over the monster. I don't think Devers would be invited back for that.
Devers? He's still playing.
It's true. But he's an alum.
For a team that has not exactly taken off since he got there.
1-2 is high. A fastball, 2-2.
What is San Francisco? They've lost 6 in a row. Heading into today's action. They are at home against Tampa Bay later on.
It opened up the Red Sox roster so much, eliminating a guy who only was the DH. 2-2 to Trevor is outside. He checked his swing for sure. Jim Wolf with his big biceps affirms that. And it's 3-2. Duran is probably looking over his shoulder going to Jim. Man, nice job.
Yeah, now the Nesson camera's zooming in on the guns of the first base ump.
Incredible. Randy Wolf's brother. 3-2. Pitch. Runners go is looped down the right field line, slicing foul and out of play.
Yeah, Jim's kind of the baseball version of Ed Hockley,
yes.
Former NFL referee with the boys' medium shirts and a lot of curls.
We're going to see real games with real referees very soon in the NFL.
Patriots won again today.
They cannot stop the Travion Henderson hype train.
No, they beat the Vikings in Minnesota.
Another 3-2. Story swings and misses at a slider, and the inning is over. He's upset with himself. He's done enough today. After 4-7-0 Red Sox in the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
So I made the new Eggo protein waffles the other day for my kids, and they couldn't believe how good they tasted, or that they were packed with protein. They have the same great Eggo taste we all know and love, plus 20% of your daily protein. They seriously taste amazing. Whether it's part of your breakfast before school or a quick bite before practice, new Eggo protein waffles and pancakes are an easy way to keep everyone happy. Head to your local grocery store to fuel your morning with Eggo protein waffles and pancakes, available at retailers nationwide.
Morning decisions. A creamy mocha frappuccino drink? A sweet vanilla? Maybe a smooth caramel or that white chocolate mocha. Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Start your day with bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drinks. Pick up a bottle near you wherever you buy your groceries.
The Christian Arcan Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
After a tight, low-scoring affair here last night, a 2-1 Red Sox walk-off win over the Miami Marlins. A comfortable 7-0 lead this afternoon into the evening here at Fenway Park on a spectacular day in the hub of the universe. 7-0. The hits are 8-1 in favor of the Red Sox. The Red Sox committed the game's only error. Brian Bayo's given up just that one hit. They've had just 2 base runners. Liam Hicks reached on an error charged to Romy Gonzalez, the first baseman, back in the second. And Hicks leads off the Florida-Miami fifth. Back to the mound. It deflects off Bayo to Story, who throws him out. As a bouncer back to the mound that glanced off Bayo. It's a 1-6-3 play. Herb Chambers' batting order for Miami, brought to us by Herb Chambers Volvo Cars of Norwood.
7-0 is a score you're going to be seeing a lot in the next few months.
Football. There's Heriberto Hernandez, who bounced into a 5-4-3 double play to end the second right after that Gonzalez error. Is that the first time I've called them Florida in 2 days?
I loved it. They change all the time.
Yeah. Still the Cleveland Guardians, that one still hasn't really stuck, although we're getting better at that.
California, LA, Angels of Anaheim, LA.
But they're just the Angels, like the Athletics. They have no affiliation to a city. Ball one down and away to Hernandez. He's a rookie, made his major league debut in late May. Right-handed hitter. The big open stance. Bayo fires. There's a line drive pulled foul into the left field seats. Today's Red Sox code word of the game is base knock. BASEKNOCK. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points. Foul out of play to the right. And that's all one word.
Yeah.
And it's a capital K, the first K in knock. I think they are particular about that. I don't do the portal.
Yeah, you should.
No, I'm really fine without it. What do you get, though? Like, you get points and then what?
You can get things like on-field experiences. You can throw out the first pitch.
Oh, okay. Then sure. Check swing strike, says Jim Wolf. Guns out. Hernandez is out.
I was just looking up your Syracuse Orange schedule. They got an impossible schedule at Tennessee, at Clemson.
Well, the Tennessee game is in Atlanta.
Oh.
In the kickoff game.
Okay. Still.
It's basically a home game for Tennessee. It's a short drive.
At Notre Dame?
Yeah. It's going to be rough. We're an academic school. Trey Johnston takes a ball low. That strikeout, by the way, the first for Bayo. He's had them putting the ball in play. They haven't made a lot of loud contact. Johnston did. He had a line single left center, their only hit. 7-0 Red Sox in the fifth. 2 outs. The base is empty for Miami, formerly Florida. Swing and a miss and an off-speed pitch and changeup.
By the way, the first strikeout brought to you by Weichert Real Estate and Realtors. When you hire a Weichert agent, you can be sure you got a partner. Guide you every step of the way. Weichert, dream, move, home.
Breaking ball low. You know where's a great place to buy a place right now? Marina Bay, Quincy. That place is very desirable place to live. You should check your listings.
I'll tell Middlebrooks that. He's in the market.
Yes, you should. 1-2 pitch fouled off the end of the bat. Over by Derek Hills in the on-deck circle.
Of course, since you owned it, it might be a tad out of his price range.
No. Might be a tad dated, but, you know, it's
all right.
It's not. Beautiful new hardwood floors, fresh paint.
Staged to the hilt.
On the water, beautiful skyline view. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count. As he missed just low with a changeup. By the way, Syracuse 10 wins last year. I think that'll be hard to come close to this year.
Yeah, I would agree.
Kyle McCord was the quarterback last year. He's gone now. Fastball. That one just missed inside. Bayo started toward the dugout.
Isn't Marina Bay right around from Squantum?
Yes, beautiful. Marina Bay's. I lived there for a very long time and loved every minute of it. So much so that we're hanging on to the condo. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty. 5th inning, 7-0 Boston. Bayo's pitch. Oh boy, there's a deep drive toward the Red Sox bullpen. That ball is gone. Over the bullpens, about 5 rows back into the bleachers. Another hard hit ball by Trey Johnston. And the Marlins are on the board. It's 7-1. That is the first Major League home run for Trey Johnston, who, as we mentioned, has spent a very long time in the minors, now 28 years old.
Uh-oh, the ball just went to a little kid from the ball attendant. The security's got a race over there. That Troy Johnston needs that baseball big time. And they're getting the word as the security crew just like that.
Now, I think out there in their bullpen, they're trying to get the attention of those who might be able to get the baseball for him. Derek Hill hits a ground ball to short, backhanded by Story. Low throw, backhanded by Gonzalez. That ends the inning, but the Marlins are on the board on the first Major League homer by Johnston. It looks like they did get the baseball out there from the bleachers. One of the ball attendants is running it in toward the Marlins dugout. In the middle of the 5th at Fenway, 7-1 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
So I made the new Eggo protein waffles the other day for my kids, and they couldn't believe how good they tasted, or that they were packed with protein. They have the same great Eggo taste we all know and love, plus 20% of your daily protein. They seriously taste amazing. Whether it's part of your breakfast before school or a quick bite before practice, new Eggo protein waffles and pancakes are an easy way to keep everyone happy. Head to your local grocery store to fuel your morning with Eggo protein waffles and pancakes, available at retailers nationwide.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
You've got burgers on the grill, ribs dripping in sauce, corn with a little char. Yeah, it's go time. Now crack open an ice-cold Pepsi. That first sip, boom! Flavor level unlocked. Every bite hits harder, every spice sings louder, every smoky note bolder. So fire up the grill and grab a Pepsi, because food doesn't just need a beverage. Food deserves Pepsi.
Ice, energy, energy from Starbucks.
When you want that good afternoon energy, pick up new hydrating Starbucks Iced Energy with plant-based caffeine for a feel-good boost. Available in 3 refreshing fruity flavors: tropical peach, blueberry lemonade, and watermelon twist, to give you the delicious taste you've been looking for. Energize your afternoon with new Starbucks Iced Energy. Find it in stores or online today.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Bottom of the 5th, 7-1 Red Sox. Masataka Yoshida took ball 1 down and in, and now a fastball high from Tyler Zuber. And it's 2-0. Zuber will face Yoshida to start the inning. Then Gonzalez and Abreu, the Herb Chambers batting order for Boston. 2 Hopper to second, fielded by Xavier Edwards, who throws to first. Yoshida retired. He had a 2-run single at Massa in the first to drive in the first 2 runs of the game. Red Sox added 5 more before Johnston put Miami on the board in the top of this inning. Made it easier to get the souvenir for his first Major League home run because one of the fans actually threw it back because it was a visiting team home run. There's Gonzalez now. He checks the swing and takes the fastball for a strike.
What a cool moment for him. I mean, almost 700 games in the minor leagues. He gets his break this year. And to hit your first is going to be special anywhere. But how about at Fenway?
Doesn't get much better than that. The only thing would be better if you weren't trailing 7-0 at the time.
But that will not be the part of the story that's told when he shows that film to his grandkids. It will be
a game-winning home run. Romy fouled one away off the end of the bat. 0-2, and he fouls one off the catcher Hicks to stay alive. No balls and 2 strikes. Gonzalez up there. Abreu on deck. Who's on deck? Brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. Fastball just outside.
I start to wonder, Sean, whether as this game goes along, whether Alex Cora, knowing there's a day game tomorrow, might think about getting guys off their feet, particularly Bregman at third.
Wouldn't put this one in the win column just yet.
True.
Yes, maybe a little bit later. Zuber pitches, breaking ball, and it's a little looping line drive caught by Johnston, the first baseman. On the edge of the outfield grass, Romy's 0 for 3. Cal Quantrill went 3 2/3 innings, gave up 7 earned runs on 8 hits, including a home run, a 3-run dinger by Trevor Story. Walk, 1 struck out, 2, and threw a wild pitch. 2 outs, the base is empty. Home half of the 5th, 7-1 Red Sox. And the hitter is Abreu, who's 0 for 2. Last time he flied out to deep right up against the Marlins bullpen. Would have been a home run if the right fielder was not there, but he was. Ball 1 low to Abreu. Zuber's pitch, swing and a drive toward the triangle. Retreating Derek Hill. He's in the triangle and makes the catch next to the Red Sox bullpen. Red Sox had some long fly ball outs. They go in order in the 5th against Tyler Zuber. After 5, Boston 7, Miami 1 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
A scorcher of a day is the perfect time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Morning decisions. A creamy mocha frappuccino drink? A sweet vanilla? Maybe a smooth caramel? Or that white chocolate? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Start your day with bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drinks. Pick up a bottle
for my kids, and they couldn't believe how good they tasted, or that they were packed with protein. They have the same great Eggo taste we all know and love, plus 20% of your daily protein. They seriously taste amazing. Whether it's part of your breakfast before school or a quick bite before practice, new Eggo protein waffles and pancakes are an easy way to keep everyone happy. Head to your local grocery store to fuel your morning with Eggo protein waffles and pancakes, available at retailers nationwide.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah, I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
We go to the 6th inning, fun one at Fenway. Red Sox leading 7-1. Garrett Crochet having fun with Cutter Crawford in the Red Sox dugout. It's that time of day. Crochet gets the ball tomorrow, and he's showing Cutter just how far down he can bend his left ring finger. Very weird. From the top joint, it's like he's quad jointed. Very strange. He does a lot of things well. 1-0 is a high fly, fouled on the first
They
baseline.
said that was one of the things that made Pedro Martinez great, was he had very long fingers for a person of his size and very flexible fingers.
Yeah, like at the very last second as he released the ball, he could manipulate it with those extra sort of
extra inches,
twitchy fingertips. The 1-1 is a little bit
I don't think
low.
they were inches longer than normal, but they were apparently longer fingers than you would typically associate with somebody his size.
He was blessed in a lot of ways. 2-1, 7-1.
Mostly with talent.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And a fire spirit. 2-1 is swung on and missed. A cutter. And it's
I
2-2.
have a bent finger, permanently bent.
How did that happen?
It's called mallet finger.
You had a bunch of surgeries
I
for
had
it, didn't you?
12,000 surgeries. Pins, a cast, and the finger never straightened back
Well,
out.
that is not good as a driver in the Commonwealth. As a 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed.
No,
a cutter,
because
there's one
if I
away.
extend my middle finger, I'm really only extending 3/4 of it. So, if you want to do that, make an obscene, which I would never do, but it's really not. I guess I could say I'm just sort of mostly flipping you.
I don't really mean
Can we
this.
start this inning over again?
One down in the top
I
of the
did it
sixth.
making a bed.
Come on.
Yes.
God.
Yep.
Here's Xavier Edwards.
I need a better story.
Takes a strike on the inside corner.
I was actually dunking, and I hung on the rim too long.
Caught it in the net.
But I went to see a hand surgeon at Brigham and Women's, and when I showed her my finger, she said, "Sports injury, or you were making a bed."
0-1 is a ground ball up the middle. Shortstop Story's got it. Throws to first, 2 down. In other words, that happens a lot.
All the time. It's called mallet finger. When you are like tucking the sheet underneath the mattress, if you're a little too aggressive, you can jam your finger. It's usually a middle finger because it's the longest one. And then it recoils back, and the tendon at the knuckle at the tip of your finger is apparently not all that durable, and it just pops off.
Well, you're bearing the lead in this story, and that is that you've ever made your own bed. Here's Jacob Marcy.
My sister was coming to Arizona. I want to make sure, they nice, freshly made bed, clean sheets.
Bayo
But I was
misses with a
also in a
sweeper.
hurry, so that's why you're kind of jamming the mattress.
Well, you just gotten off the golf course. You wanted to get the beds done.
And they put a cast on it first. That didn't work. Then they stuck pins in there. I had 11 weeks. I had pins in there. It didn't work.
1-0 fouled off on the third base side. Bayo's been good and efficient. That's only 66 pitches, matching the number on the back of his jersey. It's 1-1.
So just be careful.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm serious. Be careful. Don't jam that sheet under there too aggressively, because that tendon will pop right off and you'll have mallet finger.
1-1. Pitch is outside, but called a strike. Now, Alan Porter just rung him up, but that was actually only strike 2. He started the lawnmower.
Yes, he thinks a little embarrassed. He's now flipping the count with his fingers.
And by the way, it's 2-1. The pitch is
He's in
popped
a hurry.
up. He did it with mallet finger into shallow right field. On comes Duran. He's there to make the play, and the inning is over. Oh well, it happens to all of us. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 7-1 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Ice, energy from Starbucks.
When you want that good afternoon energy, pick up new hydrating Starbucks Iced Energy with plant-based caffeine for a feel-good boost. Available in 3 refreshing fruity flavors: tropical peach, blueberry lemonade, and watermelon twist, to give you the delicious taste you've been looking for. Energize your afternoon with new Starbucks Iced Energy. Find it in stores or online today.
A scorcher of a day is the perfect time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of bold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Choosing a bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drink that's all flavor and just 100 calories? Easy. Choosing between creamy vanilla, double chocolate, and sea salt caramel flavors? A
little harder. Try the delicious new Starbucks Frappuccino Light drinks. Look for them wherever you buy groceries. Start with Starbucks coffee.
You've got taco night on the table. Seasoned meat, warm tortillas, all the fixings. Now reach for a cold, fizzy Pepsi. Suddenly, dinner goes from pretty good to, whoa! That crisp cola snap that elevates every bite. Bold flavor, meet bold taste. Because this isn't just dinner. Food deserves Pepsi.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
St. Anne leads it off as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, 7-1 Red Sox. Zuber throws. Rafaela pops it foul straight back. Whoa, just to our right. Hit the bar between the Marlins radio and TV booths. Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers of Boston, Burlington, and Seekonk. Honda, all those dealers. The 0-1. St. Anne takes high with a sinker. And it's 1-1. Braintree is rolling 7-2 in the 3rd inning. On the Subaru of New England scoreboard, 1-1 to Rafaela. Pitch. Breaking ball misses in. There's a lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Get yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Blue Jays 14-1. They lead the Rangers in the 7th inning. 2-1. St. Anne drives one high into left field, but he just missed this one. Hernandez, about 10 feet in front of the track, is there to make the play. 1 out. Now to bring up Connor Wong. He's 0 for 2 tonight, but has looked comfortable at the plate. St. Anne doubled to left in the 4th inning. Every double, $50 to the American Diabetes Association. Brought to you in part by the Mass Health Connector. Connor takes strike on the outside corner. Sinker. And it is 0-1. 7-1. Sox. Here, a swing and a foul by Wong. Down a play, and it's quickly 0-2, just over the head of Roman Anthony, who's on deck. This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Counts and descriptions may not be disseminated without the express written consent of EEI and the Red Sox. 0-2. Pitch. Pop foul. First base side. I'd imagine we'll see Carlos Narvaez start the day game tomorrow. Started to swing a hot bat. It's a crochet day. Wong and Bayo have become a consistent battery. They work very well together. The 0-2. Wong stays alive, fouls it off on the first base side. And a fan in a yellow jersey made a great bare hand grab up on the pavilion level. Nothing in 2. Pitch to Wong. High drive down the line toward the pole. Pud foul. It stays 0-2. Later tonight, the Yankees resume their series in St. Louis. Game starts at 7:15. Max Fried against Sonny Gray, 2 really good pitchers. Fried has had an outstanding year. 0-2 is a check swing and a slider that misses outside. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. 12-5 for Fried with a 2.94 ERA. Long way to go, but it does feel like a 2-horse race for the Cy Young in the American League. Skubal and Crochet. And Wong takes strike 3. Fastball right there. And they're 2 down. You know that Crochet will be up for it tomorrow, after what for him was an extremely disappointing start his last time in Houston. This man, Roman Anthony, had a great time in the Lone Star State. Even though the Red Sox dropped that series, Roman was fabulous. Bases clear, 2 down. Zuber looked good. He throws, and Anthony takes a ball. Sinker low. Yankees 8 games above 500. Game and a half behind the Red Sox. 1-0 to Roman. Pitch inside, taken. And it's 2-0, but barring a disaster here today, that'll move to 2 games and see what the Redbirds can do tonight. Mariners in New York playing the Mets. They trail 1-0 in the 6th. 2-0 is down and in. So if that score holds, it's just a 1-run lead. But if it does, Red Sox would be tied for the top wild card, which is important. I mean, the Blue Jays just keep on winning. 3-0 to Roman. He's got the green light all the way here. Pitch is taken for a strike. Not where he wanted it. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, and it's 3-1. It's amazing how quickly he's blossomed and how when he bats, everyone has got their phones out filming his every move. Even in the on-deck area, people just cannot stop snapping pictures of him. 3-1. Pitch is outside, ball 4. Another walk for Anthony, who now in 54 games has 35 walks and an on-base north of 400. Take 10 seconds before Bregman on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Bregman in, Anthony at first. The pitch to Alex is a fastball inside for ball 1. I mean, this was the situation last night with the Red Sox trailing 1-0 against a dominant Sandy Alcantara. A walk for Roman, and then Bregman doubled down the right field line. This is a less dramatic spot. 1-0. Pitch outside, but called a strike, a cutter. Bregman didn't think so. 1-1. Bregman in the month of August has just been spectacular in his career. No surprise, he's just a winning player. .330 hitter in 220 August games. Lifetime, he fouls a sweeper back, and it's 1-2. I mean, he's good in every month, but he does seem to really turn it on. Down the stretch, he banged his bat on his helmet. He was frustrated to miss that pitch. 1-2, Anthony leads away at first. 7-1 Red Sox in the 6th. Pitch, slider, chop, foul. That was a better pitch, bottom of the zone. He stays alive. It's a hallmark of so many great hitters who have longevity in this game. They're just not that bothered by 2-strike counts. And Bregman so clearly fits that bill. Duran would be next. 1-2. Bregman pops it at a shallow right field. This is going to get down for a hit. Anthony rounds second. He heads for third. Sometimes better lucky than good, and Bregman is aboard for the 3rd straight time. And they've got him at the corners for Duran.
Well, when you're hot, things are going your way. That's what happens. It was just a little bloop hit, well placed. He got jammed. And Bregman managed to drop it in shallow right field. Zuber's done a good job so far in relief of Quantrill. He hasn't been charged with a run yet. And Red Sox trying to get something done with 2 outs.
I bet you Bregman's talking to Johnston about how cool it is that he hit his first major league home run here at Fenway. He's just so dialed into everything is Bregman. At the corners, 2 down. 7-1, looking for more. Duran stands in. The pitch is outside. Jaron has not yet, at least that I've noticed, used his special Players Weekend Wally mask bat, which has his face inside the Wally mask at the end of the bat. This one is a blue bat, some yellow teeth showing it. I just don't even want to guess. 1-0 is outside. It would date myself. Maybe Pokemon. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from up here. You know, there's a lot of these players using their personalized bats, very colorful. But it's kind of hard to see what they actually are.
Yeah. 1-1. The pitch is low. Jaron was outspoken. I guess it's maybe Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. I don't know. But he said he misses the time when you could put your own nickname on the back of your jersey. I like that too. It's fun, especially when Rich Hill pitched, and on the back of his jersey it said Mountain. 2-1 to Duran is a little bit outside, and it's 3-1.
Didn't they do that in one of those wannabe football leagues? They had the guy He Hate Me.
Yeah, the XFL maybe.
Is that what it was? It's hard to keep track of all the ones that haven't worked.
It's true. First and third hitters count for Duran. The 3-1 swing and a foul. He was trying to go deep there, and he got a fastball center cut, spoil it straight back. He hate me. Isn't it amazing that the NFL is the juggernaut in American sports and no other league works at the pro level?
Yeah, they just have so many advantages.
Yep. 3-2 to Duran. Bregman will get a running start. He goes. The pitch is way outside with a slider. And the bases will be loaded.
Running out of gas. Well, there was a bloop hit a moment ago, but that's 2 walks now, and he is up to 45 pitches. But it'd be nice to get one more hit here and really increase the comfort level for Red Sox Nation.
And Daniel Moscas, their pitching coach, is going to come out and buy a little time.
You are familiar with Daniel Moscas.
Yeah, he pitched for the Indianapolis Indians, the Pirates AAA team, when I was there.
When would that have been?
2012 until 15.
They call that
14.
the Will Fleming era of Indianapolis baseball.
That's it. Not long after, Jack McMullen, Syracuse grad, joined Howard Kellman in the Indians booth, and now he's the radio voice of the Marlins.
He just graduated from Syracuse 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
He said he graduated in 2020.
Pretty good.
And now he's in the major leagues. Not surprising. The Harvard of Central New York just continues to pump out broadcasters.
Well, he's a good broadcaster, and a
very nice young man.
That's the most important thing. He really got a good head on his shoulders. I like Jack. 34 pitches the season high for Zuber, but with them way behind, he's blown by that to 45.
And he's going to continue on after the Mound visit.
79 batted in and a chance for 4 here for Story. Loaded up. The pitch is a strike fastball. I think he thought that was low. I did too, and it's 0-1.
Well, if he could take one deep here, a 7 RBI day.
Why not?
Story. Why not?
0-1. Pitch up and in. Sweeper that slipped out of his hand. He's almost been hit a couple of times.
I think Zuber is just about done, and maybe Story can take advantage of that. The pitcher definitely seems to be running out of gas here.
1-1. Here's the pitch, and it is foul on the first base side. He'd like that one back, I think. Slider, middle of the plate, and it's 1-2. He'd sort of look to the heavens. This will be his last hitter. They got a lefty up there, only lefty, the kid who blew it up last night for Massa, who's on deck, Simpson. Trevor does a little Nomar. He readjusts the batting gloves, calls time.
4 career grand slams for Trevor Story.
Yeah, and that many for the Red Sox this year, too.
As a team.
Yeah. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Story fouls it off. He's battling today. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Abreu has one. So does Romy. And 2 for Devers.
Should be much easier for the hitters now. The entire infield is in the shadows, as is much of the outfield. Just some sunlight in straightaway center and in right field.
1-2 to Story. Bases loaded. The pitch. Fouled back. Now that was kind of a backup sweeper that stayed in on Trevor. He did pretty well to get a piece of that. And it stays 1-2. Two down, a 6-run Red Sox lead. Runners at every base. Pitch. Story swings and pops it up. Left side of the infield, drifting into the outfield grass. Lopez is there. He makes the play, and Story just missed that one. Inning over. 7-1 after 6. Sox lead on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI. Red Sox Radio Network.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across the cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
A scorcher of a day is the perfect time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of bold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Choosing a bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drink that's all flavor and just 100 calories? Easy. Choosing between creamy vanilla, double chocolate, and sea salt caramel flavors? A little harder. Try the delicious new Starbucks Frappuccino light drinks. Look for them wherever you buy groceries. Start with Starbucks coffee.
You've got burgers on the grill, ribs dripping in sauce, corn with a little char. Yeah, it's go time. Now crack open an ice-cold Pepsi. That first sip, boom! Flavor level unlocked. Every bite hits harder, every spice sings louder, every smoky note bolder. So fire up the grill and grab a Pepsi, because food doesn't just need a beverage. Food deserves Pepsi.
Jones and Keefe.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Bayo, of course, continues in the game as we go to the 7th inning. Agustin Ramirez has been held in check in this series. Agustin, rather. Stands in and he takes a sinker from Bayo inside for ball one. You got to feel pretty good leading 7-1 here with Crochet waiting in the wings for game 3. I hope something's not wrong with Bayo. Maybe the mound. That's a much better outcome. He's looking at the landing spot. They need to come out and tamp down some more clay there. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan Postgame show. Don't let the summer slip away. Hurry into the Nissan end of summer sales event to get your new ride. Visit your local store or NissanUSA.com today.
Joe Weil, I believe, is doing the postgame show.
He is.
Either that or he's just hanging around for no reason other than to enjoy a lovely day at the ballpark.
Need a sign on the door. No loitering. Although there's been a lot of that today. You got to say.
A lot of visitors today. Kind of feels like Joe Castiglione day. The ground crew, I think it took them a little while to realize that they were being summoned.
Yeah.
And now they're out there with some rakes and doing a little manicuring to the front of the mound. The Bayo's been terrific. They've had only 3 base runners, and one of those reached on an error. He's given up just 2 hits, hasn't walked anybody, which, as you've pointed out throughout the season, when he does not issue a lot of walks, which is true of a lot of pitchers, he tends to be much more effective.
This is not the easiest place to take care of a field, Fenway Park, with the conditions, the weather, the seasonal changes, all the concerts they have in here. That the grounds crew here does an absolutely marvelous job. And you look out at the surface today, you'd never know that you'd have so many shows and so much awful weather in the spring months.
No, field looks great, and it plays great. You don't see bad bounces and that sort of thing. They're doing quite a bit of work here. They're filling in that hole in the front of the mound now with some dirt. So apparently it was just a little too deep for Bayo's liking.
He's shaking out his right arm. I think this right here will probably get the bullpen going, just because, 7 ups and downs for him. Even though the pitch count is totally manageable, 69. Oftentimes they care more about how many times you stop and start, and this is kind of a little wrench in the plans. You do have a 7-1 lead as they tamp down that clay that they put where Bayo lands his left foot. How about some notes on Trevor's story? Today is his 13th game with 3 or more runs batted in, which surpasses his career high. And Today, his 7th 3-run homer, tied with Caminero, Suzuki, and Pete Alonso for the most in Major League Baseball. Have a year.
He really is, and it didn't start out like it was going to be a great year. Started out like it was going to be more of the same since he arrived in Boston. A lot of that, of course, due to injury. But he is playing now as the Red Sox hoped and expected that he would when they brought him over here for a big money deal.
I've seen some articles that say he might or should exercise his opt-out, which he has after this year because of the season he's had. I just don't see that happening. 1-0. Here's the pitch. And it's a little low. If I'm not mistaken, there is a little clause in there that if he exercises it, the Red Sox do have an option to counter, but it locks in another year. So we'll see. It is business after all. 2-0. I think he's clearly going to be the American League Comeback Player of the Year. The pitch is a chopper foul on the third base side.
Well, it doesn't necessarily work this way, but he definitely underperformed the contract for the first couple of years.
You know, and knowing him, he is, I know it's a business, but he's the kind of guy
who would factor that in.
Yes.
You would hope he would.
And he appreciates the chances he's been given. The 2-1 is skied into left field. This thing is hit a ton. It's back towards the light tower, and it is out of Fenway. Wow. Over the Plymouth Rock sign. Maybe the delay rattled Bayo a little bit. Solo homer, and it's 7-2. Well, not so fast. That looked like a little bit of a hanger. And Ramirez has his 18th homer.
And this is still just close enough that it's really not that comfortable.
Yep.
That was a towering fly ball, hanging breaking ball just above the knees. And he did not miss it.
No. That's where that at bat from Story with the bases loaded could have really put the game to bed. Here's Otto Lopez. He chops one toward third, foul. Somebody now throwing a weighted ball against the wall out in the bullpen. That would be Greg Weissert, I think. It is a 1. Hot shot inside the third base bag, a fair ball. Lopez rounds first, and he will hold as Anthony picks it up in the grass out there. All of a sudden, a little loud contact against Bayo after that delay. 2 big-time hits, and the Marlins threatening here to run in 1 on with none out.
And there is going to be some bullpen action now. That was hit very hard, almost hit the third base umpire, Alex McKay, who had to jump out of the way of it and make the call. Fair ball. Clearly was fair.
That was awesome. Pretty athletic from him.
Yeah. Good agility, quickness.
Liam Hicks, left-handed hitter, takes a fastball high and away. Ball 1. Well, he's got to get it back in the rails here, does Bayo. This has a chance of kind of getting away from him here, which has not happened much this year.
No, Connor Wong's going to go to the mound now. Perhaps try to refocus him and also to give the bullpen a little bit of time.
Results of our New England Chevy dealers question of the night. Which Sox uniform is your favorite? The Fenway Greens, the winner. Home whites come in second, and then City Connects and the Road Grays tied with 6% of the vote each. That's recency bias.
Yes. The greens are sharp, and they're winning while wearing them. Justin Wilson, the lefty, warming up for the Red Sox. Pitched last night.
Well, that's the problem with what has happened here lately. The Red Sox had a chance to avoid their higher leverage arms. It doesn't look like they'll be able to now. 1-0. Bayo throws. Strike on the outside corner. Good cutter. I mean, he controls some of that, does Bayo. If he could get out of this 7th inning and keep it 7-2, you might not have to go to somebody like Wilson.
And you wouldn't think it would be particularly taxing for him today. The pitch count's only 76. It's a very comfortable day.
1-1. Pitch almost hits him, and it does on the back foot. Well, this is the worst kind of throwback, flashback for Bayo. That things have completely unraveled on him here. A homer, a single, and a hit batter. And now A 5-run lead is sort of in peril with 2 on and none out.
Andrew Bailey, the pitching coach, is going to go to the mound. Buy a little more time for Wilson.
Wow. 7th inning brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you got to get Glassman. All 7s after 6-1-7. For the first time all day, a concerned look on the face of Alex Cora. Heriberto Hernandez is the batter with 2 on and none out. Wilson's ready to go. He will come in at first needed moment, which might be immediately after Hernandez, with Troy Johnston, who hit the homer his last time, the lefty, on deck.
Yeah, Wilson pitched last night, but he threw only 8 pitches.
He's got to find a way right here. This has come out of nowhere.
Yeah, you can just feel it looked like an easy ride, but now you can feel the tension ratcheting up among the sellout crowd here at Fenway.
2 on, none out. Big hitter right here. 7-2 Sox. Bayo throws, and a fastball chopped softly toward third. Bregman's got to hurry. He barehands. He throws to first in time. Wow. That is just a brilliant play. A big-time first out. And Bregman does it again.
And some good fortune that Hernandez is not a very fast runner.
That's going to be it for Bayo. He can't believe it, but he had it coming with the way this 7th inning has gone. They're going to go to Wilson to, in theory, face Johnston. Knowing the Marlins, they may take out a guy with his first big league home run, but as it is, great play by Bregman to end Bayo's day.
Well, a nice hand for Bayo. You can understand why Alex would make the move right now. Obviously, Brian wobbling a little bit in this inning, and Johnston has hit the ball hard twice against him, including the home run over the bullpens last time.
I like that he's ticked off, that he's coming out of the game. He was composed for so much of this game, but 7th inning has been a different story. So Wilson trying to keep this game where it is, but he inherits 2 runners in scoring position. It's 7-2 in the top of the 7th. Pitching change and slow down in the action brought to you by Izervay. We'll be back to Fenway after this on the Shaw's and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is here. Get the best deal on the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years. Ford F-Series. They do more than just get you to your destination. With top-notch capability, they're made for hauling your entire summer bucket list and finishing off your to-do list. Plus, luxurious comfort and tech for every passenger. In these trucks, the joy is truly the journey. Only at your New England Ford dealers. Based on 1977 to 2024 CY Industry Report and total sales.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturrow Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Justin Wilson comes on in a surprisingly big spot here. And indeed, Clayton McCullough, the Marlins manager, will go to his bench for the right-handed hitting Dane Myers. Of course, Wilson does as good a job against righties as he does lefties, but their numbers might suggest otherwise. And here we go. Did not think this game would have a moment like this, but here it is. Wilson's been just fantastic. 45 appearances, a 2.65 ERA, and on a great roll. Pitch, swing and a miss. 93. He was trying to go on to Lansdowne himself, was Myers, and it is 0-1. Fresh blueberries are now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Pick up blueberries by the pint, $1.97 each when you use the digital coupon. 0-1. Wilson throws high with a fastball. They haven't used him back-to-back all that often, Wilson. They gave him a long layoff of 10 days in the middle part of the season. Usually, when they do this and he goes back-to-back, he will be off for the next few days. But he's been fabulous. 1-1. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Cutter inside. It's 1-2.
Myers has been in a prolonged slump. He started last night. He had a hit, the single, that actually knocked Lucas Giolito out of the game in the 7th inning.
1-2 is a swing and a foul into the glove. Strike him out, does Wilson. That's a big-time second out. I mean, Johnston has not been allowed very often to face left-handers. In fact, he's not yet at all. I mean, it's only been 11 games. Here's Derek Hill, another right-handed hitter. 2 down. Second and third, they lead. A high pop-up, foul side of third toward the Marlin dugout. Bregman and Wong come together, but it is into the seats and out of play.
Big at bat right here. Huge difference if you can get out of this inning. 7-2. This young man gets a hit. It's going to be 7-4 in all likelihood. And a much different situation going forward.
And I know the numbers say that you should go righty against Wilson. He's allowed lefties to hit 164, righties above 300 this year. I don't know, though. The kid's got something special going, Johnston, here at Fenway. He's hit the ball hard a couple times, but from what we understand of the Marlins, that's not really a choice that he can make. 0-1, the pitch. High pop-up behind first base. Foul. Romy gives it a look on the run. He's there to make the play. In front of the tarp, and Wilson, a little mini Houdini act. Great job picking up Bayo. He'll be the first to greet him in the dugout. 7-2 at the stretch at Fenway on the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
You can't count on much these days.
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
But you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, all the way through the AFC Championship game.
And he's in for a touchdown.
Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Progressive knows you've got enough to worry about in life.
Hi, it's your life again. Feel like another year is just slipping away? Yeah, remember all those New Year's resolutions you made? You still haven't finished the first book. Just 19 more to go. I mean, if we're being honest, it wasn't a very realistic goal. Have you ever considered that you intentionally self-sabotage? So what's that about?
So let Progressive protect your home and auto, because you've got enough to worry about. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
What does possibility mean to you?
That's a hard question.
Something that you can strive for.
That I'm able to do anything I set my mind to.
You're confident in yourself and you believe in yourself. Stuff that you could achieve.
I feel excited. Anything is possible when you're more confident.
Shoes are a huge part of that. They are the most important part of my style.
You can express yourself.
In the right shoes, anything is possible.
DSW, countless shoes at brag-worthy prices. Imagine the possibilities.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
The man who lost last night's game, Josh Simpson, is on for the Marlins. In the bottom of the 7th, what a job by Justin Wilson. Keeps the Red Sox ahead by 5. Yoshida is going to continue in the game. I thought this might be a spot for Rob Refsnyder. Rob has not had many chances here this last week or so. Yoshida, 1 for 3, 2-run hit in the first. He takes sinker on the outside corner. I do think it tells you that the Red Sox have aspirations for Yoshida, that they really want him to really keep locking it in. 0-1. Pitch is a chopper on the first base side, fair. First baseman Johnston no longer in the game. That is Hageman.
Yes, Eric Wagaman.
Hageman. Hackman Wealth Partners.
Yes, Eric Wagaman was their starting first baseman last night. I'm a little surprised. Why wouldn't you run Ref Snyder up there? He said he hadn't seen a lot lately. It's a little bit tighter than it was. And credit to Tyler Zuber, who kept Miami in the game. 2 1/3 scoreless innings of relief after the Red Sox whacked Quantrill around.
Here's Romy, who takes a pitch up and in. Alex Cora was great, as he always is, talking about the strategy thoughts in his head. If Duran hadn't been hit by that pitch, it was first and second, nobody out. He was trying to bunt. 1-0. Here's the pitch. And a ground ball to second, softly hit. Edwards underhands to first. That's unusual. Romy is gone. He said if Duran gets the bunt down, then likely they would have walked Story, as we speculated. Then, with Simpson on the mound, the Red Sox would have summoned Rob Refsnyder. The Marlins would have gone to their bullpen for a righty, and then they would have pulled Rob back and gone to Yoshida. So they're thinking 7 moves ahead. 2 down, bases empty. Here is Wilyer Abreu against the lefty Simpson. Pitch. Breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 1.
Steven Matz warming up in the Red Sox bullpen now.
Wilyer's had 2 extraordinarily long and loud outs to right and right center tonight. 0-1. Pitch is high. 1-1. Think about the offseason moves that Craig Breslow made, and that includes Justin Wilson. He's been phenomenal. Aroldis Chapman, about the best closer, not named Mason Miller in the game. Obviously Crochet and Bregman. 1-1 the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Well, Crochet is the most important one to me. Yeah. You need an ace, and they went out and got one. And people forget, I had forgotten, Crochet started his major league career as a reliever.
That's why they've managed his workload a little bit this year. 1-2. Abreu swings and misses. He's gone. A slider. That's sort of what the Marlins were hoping for from Simpson.
Where was that last night, Mr. Simpson?
Glad it wasn't here. We go to the 8th inning. Red Sox 7, Marlins 2 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Lowe's knows to bring your vision to life, it's important to find the right color. That's why MyLowe's Rewards members get a free Valspar paint or exterior stain sample to test your look to confidently refresh your space. Offer valid in-store only 8/7 to 8/20. Limit 1 per customer while supplies last. Discount taken in time of purchase. See associate for details. Rewards program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things. Like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Fitzy and Johnson.
Weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Sean McDonough, Will Fleming, we're at Fenway Park. The sun setting on another beautiful day here in the hub of the universe. The Red Sox are leading Miami 7-2 as we go to the 8th. Steven Matz, the lefty, the new pitcher for the Red Sox, and he fires strike 1, taken by Javier Sanoja. He's up there as a pinch hitter for Graham Pauley. Sanoja, right-handed hitter, batting .242. He tries to bunt his way on. It's out in front of the plate. Fielded by Matz. Low throw to first, but scooped up by Gonzalez for the out. Nice play on both ends. Matz had to field it cleanly, or else Sanoja would have had a hit. Matz has been excellent since the Red Sox brought him over from St. Louis. This is his 5th outing. The previous 4 all scoreless over a span of 4 2/3 innings, during which he's given up just 1 hit. He was 5-2 in St. Louis with a 3.17. Excuse me, 5-2 with a 3.44 ERA in 32 outings for the Cardinals. Fires outside, ball 1 to Xavier Edwards, their leadoff batter, switch hitter, batting from the right now against Matz, who comes back quickly with a fastball that's fouled back to the screen.
By the way, in retrospect, how great and important was that play from Bregman?
It was important. Edwards with a 10-game hit streak in jeopardy. He steps out for a moment. He's had 5 multiple hit games during that 10-game streak. He hits a slow roller to second. Rafaela throws him out. 2 quick outs for Steven Matz here in the 8th. Red Sox leading 7-2, trying to make it 2 in a row over the Fish, with the series finale tomorrow with a 1:35 first pitch. Garrett Crochet against the right-hander Jansen Junk. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. Don't let summer slip away. Hurry into the Nissan end of summer sales event to get your new ride. Visit your local store or nissanusa.com. Jacob Marcy takes the ball up under his chin, had him bending out of the way. He's 0 for 3, 3 fly balls to center field. So Jarren Duran should be on his toes. A ball low, 2-0. Bregman in on the edge of the grass at third, well off the line. Marcy hits a chopper on 2 hops right to the first baseman Gonzalez. He steps on the bag, and Matz has an easy 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the 8th at Fenway. 7-2 Red Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Progressive knows you've got enough to worry about in life.
Hi, it's your life again. Feel like another year is just slipping away? Yeah, remember all those New Year's resolutions you made? You still haven't finished the first book. Just 19 more to go. I mean, if we're being honest, it wasn't a very realistic goal. Have you ever considered that you intentionally self-sabotage? So what's that about?
So let Progressive protect your home and auto, because you've got enough to worry about. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Lowe's knows that more projects mean more tools. For a limited time, new and existing MyLowe's Rewards credit card members can get 12-month special financing on purchases of $299 or more, in-store and online. Don't wait to get the things you need. Get special financing today. Lowe's. We help. You save. Now through August 27th, choose 12-month special financing on purchases of $299 or more. Offer subject to credit approval and cannot be combined. Minimum monthly payments required. See store at Lowe's.com for details.
A scorcher of a day is the perfect time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
This is Alex Cora. You are listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Alex Cora and the Red Sox trying to make it 2 wins in a row over the Marlins, trying to win 3 out of their last 4 after dropping 4 the previous 5. 7-2 Red Sox as they come up in the bottom of the 8th. The Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Kia of Burlington. Cedon Rafaela, Connor Wong, Roman Anthony do against Josh Simpson, the lefty, who pitched a 1-2-3 7th after a nightmarish 9th in which he took the loss last night. If there was an off-speed curve, swung on and missed by Rafaela. Cedon is 1 for 3, doubled leading off the 4th and scored. That was the last run the Red Sox scored. They led 7-0 after 4. He swings and misses. Changeup. 0-2. Simpson works off the third base end of the rubber, comes set of the belt and throws, swinging a foul off his front foot that has Rafaela hopping around over now by the Red Sox fungo circle on the first base side.
Mets lead the Mariners 3-0 in the 8th inning, top half of the 8th in New York. But Marlins, the Mariners have had a lot of magic. That would be big. The Red Sox could tie for the top wild card.
They're not going to gain any ground on Toronto, which just continues to win. They beat Texas 14-2. Miles Straw hit 2 homers, drove in 5. Davis Schneider hit a homer and drove in 4. Dalton Varsho also homered for the Jays, who are now 73-51. So the Red Sox win, they'd remain 5 games behind. In the East, swing and a foul. A hot shot over by the Red Sox dugout. Is it tomorrow that's Irish Heritage Day?
Yeah. You're going to honor your heritage?
I have to remember to wear a green shirt.
Mm-hmm. Have a wee Guinness?
No. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a foul back to the screen.
I meant after the game. Come on.
Maybe a Sam Summer.
There you go. Or the Bregman beer. He launched his own line of Sam Adams.
I did not know that. Got to be a loyal Boston Beer Company guy, the great Jim Cook. Founder of the Boston Beer Company. Ball outside. And he's considered to be one of the founders of the craft beer movement. One of the most important people in the history of beer, makes you one of the great Americans of all time.
It does.
Jim Cook.
Craft beers have taken off.
No question. There's a hot shot caught by the third baseman. That was a smash, and Sanoha caught it with a little bit of a leap. Sedon couldn't hit it much harder. And Sanoha just into the game, made a nice play, had to react quickly. Leaping catch, snatched it out of midair. Timed the leap perfectly. So Simpson's retired all 4 after he faced 4 men last night. They all reached in the 9th inning as the Red Sox won the game. Connor Wong, the hitter now. And that one goes back to the backstop.
They had a very funny commercial rolling out the Bregman beer. He showed up like 5:30 in the commercial anyway at the plant. He's carrying barley around, and he goes to get everybody coffees because he's the new guy at the Sam Adams Brewery plant.
Oh, so Alex has a new beer through Sam Adams?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Breaking ball for a strike to Wong, who's 0 for 3.
And it's fitting that this cheer is going on right now because as he brings the coffee back to the other brewmasters, he says, "I've got an ice mocha latte for Yankees suck."
Swing and a foul over to our right. Yankees are at St. Louis just a little bit later on. Heard Joe Wiles say on the pregame the Yankees are 30-37 in their last 67 games. Not good.
They got swept by these Marlins.
Yes, who have won 1 game since. 1 out of their last 8. And looking at another loss unless they can rally for at least 5 runs in the top of the 9th. Wong took a ball. It's 2-2. Simpson pitches. Breaking ball high. Looked like it slipped out of his hand. A curveball. Roman Anthony on deck. Some of the fans have left, but many have stuck around. The vast majority. Haven't heard the attendance yet, but very likely the 13th straight sellout. The payoff pitch from Simpson. It's a chopper too short on a couple of hops for Otto Lopez on the first to the out. When we get the attendance report, it'll be brought to you by Crispy Crunchy Chicken. Craving some crunch? Get fresh hand-breaded chicken tenders or a crispy chicken sandwich spiced just right here at Fenway Park. Here's Roman Anthony. A lot of these people who've stuck around to watch him bat one more time. He's been on base 3 more times today. A single, a double, and a walk. He grounded out once. He scored twice, stolen a base. For has basically just had what we have come to know as a typical Roman Anthony day now for weeks and weeks. He took a breaking ball outside. Lefty against lefty. And the pitch is low. All of Fenway Park now in the shadows as the sun is setting behind the third base seats on an absolutely delightful day. Supposed to be hotter again tomorrow. Temperature back up in the high 80s. Last time we saw the forecast. 2-0 pitch is a little bit low with a fastball. 3-0.
I'm all for it. For long, every home game will require a jacket.
Simpson comes set and pitches, and it's a strike. Good pitch outside corner of the knees. Roman appear to be taking all the way. 7-2 Red Sox. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Trying to earn their 68th win of the year and go 12 games above 500. Paused by Simpson, and the lefty fires. And that's a strike.
No.
Boy, it was low. Roman started toward first. That was really low. Crowd boos. Alan Porter missed that one. I mean, that wasn't even close looking at the Nesson replay. Now the payoff pitch. Breaking ball fouled away to the left. And a nice catch made in the roof boxes on the third base side. Simpson's up to 27 pitches. Here's another 3-2 pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Shallow left center. Derek Hill, the center fielder, makes the catch. And the Red Sox go in order. What a difference a day makes for Josh Simpson. Awful last night. He retires all 6 here this evening. Red Sox leading 7-2 as we go to the 9th at Fenway on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Progressive knows you've got enough to worry about in life.
Hi, it's your life again. Feel like another year is just slipping away. Yeah, remember all those New Year's resolutions you made? You still haven't finished the first book. Just 19 more to go. I mean, if we're being honest, it wasn't a very realistic goal. Have you ever considered that you intentionally self-sabotage? So what's that about?
So let Progressive protect your home and auto, because you've got enough to worry about. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Lowe's knows to bring your vision to life, it's important to find the right color. That's why MyLowe's Rewards members get a free Valspar paint or exterior stain sample to test your look, to confidently refresh your space. Offer valid in-store only 8/7 to 8/20. Limit 1 per customer while supplies last. Discount taken in time of purchase. See associate for details. Rewards program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
You've got taco night on the table. Seasoned meat, warm tortillas, all the fixings. Now reach for a cold, fizzy Pepsi. Suddenly, dinner goes from pretty good to, whoa! That crisp cola snap that elevates every bite. Bold flavor, meet bold taste. Because this isn't just dinner. Food deserves Pepsi.
The Christian Arcan Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
We go to the 9th inning here at Fenway Park. The Red Sox are leading 7-2. And Alex Cora gives the ball to Isaiah Campbell, the right-hander, trying to finish off the Marlins. And Campbell's first pitch is a slider for a called strike to Agustin Ramirez. 6th appearance for Campbell. No record of .386 ERA over 7 innings after coming up from Worcester. Swing and a miss by Ramirez. Last time up, he had a towering home run over everything to left field. His 18th homer of his rookie season. Campbell pitched 34 games in AAA for Worcester this year. Line drive, base hit on an 0-2 pitch, a single into center field for Agustin Ramirez. The lead man on for the Marlins. They have a lot of work to do, down by 5. Steven Matz, another scoreless inning for the Red Sox. He got the fish 1-2-3 last inning. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. Don't let summer slip away. Hurry into the Nissan end of summer sales event to get your new ride. Visit your local store or NissanUSA.com. Ramirez leads from first. Otto Lopez, a late swing and a miss. And a high slider. Campbell, tall right-hander. Starts out of the stretch, holds the glove below the belt and throws a slider, a little tapper towards short, charged by Story, and he throws to first just in time. Lopez ran hard and he runs pretty well, and he was just barely out at first base. First out of the 9th. The McFarland Energy play of the game was delivered by Trevor Story, a 3-run homer off Cal Quantrill. That was back in the 3rd inning. Red Sox scored 4 runs in that inning, capped by the Story blast that gave them a 6-0 lead. Upgrade your air conditioning system before the summer rush at McFarlandEnergy.com. Liam Hicks took a ball up and away. The Florida catcher. 0 for 2, hit by a pitch last time by Brian Bayo. Campbell pitches, and it's a chopper on the right side, backhanded by the first baseman Gonzalez. Flips to Campbell, covering for the out. On to third, Ramirez, but now the Red Sox are 1 out away from victory. And the Marlins are down to their final out with a runner at third, and Boston leading 7-2. Red Sox have 7 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Miami. Box score brought to you by the Mass State Lottery. Make it your best night ever. Grab your friends, pick your numbers, celebrate the night with Keno. And the Mass State Lottery. Must be 18 years or older to play. Campbell's pitch fouled straight back by Heriberto Hernandez. He is 0 for 3. He's grounded out once into a double play. Struck out in the 5th and grounded out again in the 7th. Campbell sets and throws. Down and away, backhanded by Wong out of the left-handed batter's box. Red Sox trying to keep on rolling here at home. The victory would be the 16th for the Red Sox here at Fenway in their last 18 home games. The 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, called strike. It was a bit of a hanger on the inside corner that had Hernandez actually turning away from it. A call to strike by Alan Porter. Fans on their feet now at Fenway in anticipation of the final out. The 1-2 pitch, a little number foul down the third base line, down by the coach's box. Red Sox win would make them 41-22 at home this year. Start of the day, only Milwaukee, Toronto, and San Diego had better winning percentages at home. Toronto's already won at home to go to 42-20 in downtown Toronto. Another 1-2 pitch, fastball check, swing, appeal down to first. No, says Jim Wolf. It was close. It's 2-2. They have a pinch hitter in the on-deck circle. Should they get to the next spot occupied by Myers. Sweeper fouled straight back. Actually, it's Eric Wagaman who came into the game after Myers pinch hit for Johnston in the 7th inning. Wagaman on deck. If Hernandez can keep them alive. Another 2-2 pitch. Fastball line drive down the right field line. Fair ball. Base hit and a run scored. In from third, Ramirez stumbling around the first base bag. Hernandez. The throw from Abreu came back behind him, but it got past Romy Gonzalez. If they had been able to execute that throw cleanly, they might have had the last out of the game on a very bizarre fashion, as Hernandez rounded first and then slipped down into the dirt and went scampering back head first. Romy had been able to field that on a hop. That might have been the last out. So it's 7-3 with 2 outs in the 9th, and Campbell throws a little bit high to Wagaman, up for the first time, a .230 hitter.
I think we're one more base runner away from Jordan Hicks beginning to throw.
6 homers, 38 for Wagaman. Right-handed hitter, close to the plate. He swings and hits a fly ball left center. Pretty well hit. On the run, Duran. Back at the wall. He cannot make a leaping catch at the 379 marker. Heading for third is Wagaman. Scoring from first, Hernandez. High anxiety now here at Fenway as it's 7-4. And the Marlins will bring the tying run into the on-deck circle. And there is some scurrying about in the Red Sox bullpen.
I'm sorry, Sean, you just can't have this, because now Chapman is going to get up. So many times this year, the bridge guys in big leads cannot hold it, and you're forced to use your high leverage relievers. This is not personal. It's hard to imagine how the Red Sox don't have a better option somewhere than Isaiah Campbell to try to close down these big leads.
Duran almost made the catch. It looked like it actually might have ticked off his glove as he made a leaping attempt at it right up against that 379 marker. Andrew Bailey, the pitching coach at the mound. The entire infield is involved in that conversation. Duran looks a little disconsolate as the NESN cameras zoom in on him.
He's so hard on himself.
Yeah, he's upset that he didn't catch it. He's kind of shouting as he stands back out there in center field.
An incredible catch.
Yeah, it would have been a tough catch, but he was there, and it looked like he did get a glove on it. Would have been a fantastic catch to end it. Now Derek Hill. Fastball, little line drive, has enough to get through the right side for a base hit. Wagaman scores. Hill is aboard. 4 hits in the inning, and now the Boo Bird's out for Campbell. And Chapman better start warming up in a hurry. He's not been up for very long.
He was throwing lightly. Now he's going to really heat it up, which stinks.
Yeah, he's warming up in earnest now, and they're trying to buy a little more time for him again. Bregman goes to the mound. Wong. Now the entire infield gathers in there again.
We've both been around this game long enough, Sean, to know and feel when an outing feels like it could be the very last that a young man has in a uniform. And this has that sense as Alex Cora is finding out whether or not he's ready in the bullpen. He wants to bring Chapman in right here.
He's on the phone to the bullpen, and here he comes. I understand what you're saying about Campbell. If you can't put him into a 5-run game in the 9th inning. Although I'm kind of the mind, Matt's pitched 1 inning. It was really easy. Why not just have him finish the game? What did he throw, 10 pitches, maybe? So Chapman still taking another warm-up toss or 2 after Alex has gone to the mound. He takes a sip of water, does a roll just as he comes in. So all of a sudden, the tying run will be at the plate for Miami when we come back. 3 runs in the inning for the Marlins. 7-5 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
This call to the bullpen gives you a chance to check out all the great Ford SUV offers at buyfordnow.com. You'll find special deals on the award-winning Ford SUV lineup that you won't see advertised anyplace else. Whether you plan to buy from your Ford dealer's inventory or custom order your new SUV, visit buyfordnow.com and see how much you can save. And then see your New England Ford dealers for your new SUV.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Well, we didn't think we'd see Aroldis Chapman this evening for the Red Sox, but he is thrust into action here in a very tight situation all of a sudden. The Red Sox led 7-2 heading to this, the ninth inning. Isaiah Campbell has given up 3 runs in the inning on 4 hits. And they've all come with 2 outs. And now it's Chapman, who pitched the top of the ninth last night in a 1-1 game, retired the Marlins in order, and wound up getting the win when the Red Sox won with a run in the bottom of the ninth, 2-1. That made Aroldis 4-2 for the season. This is a save situation. He has 21 saves in 23 opportunities. A slender 1.16 earned run average for the hard throwing lefty. Alan Porter out in front of the plate. And it's a strike. I think they took the Sanoja take too long to get in.
Guess so.
So here's Javier Sanoja with 1 strike already. No protest from the Marlins. Chapman turns one over, a sinker, and misses. He faced Sanoja last night. Javier came up as a pinch hitter from Graham Pauley, for Graham Pauley in the ninth, and grounded to second. He is the tying run at the plate. Sanoja, right-handed hitter. Fastball fouled straight back. Derek Hill, the runner at first. They're not really holding him on. Gonzalez playing off the bag and now looking to the dugout, and they're telling him to back up another step or 2. So 2 strikes now, 1 ball and 2 strikes on Sanoja. The high set by Chapman. Works off the third base end of the rubber. The pitch. Bouncing ball to short. Fielded by Story. Throws on the run. And the Red Sox hang on and win 7-5. Little more difficult than it needed to be, but a win is a win. And it's their 16th in their last 18 home games.
Well, fitting, I think, Sean, that Story makes the play to end the game, because he was in so many ways the hero of this one. You hate to bring Chapman in, but you had to do it with how Campbell pitched, and don't let the way the ninth inning went diffuse from what was yet another sort of runaway day for the Red Sox.
Red Sox keep on winning. They keep pace with the Blue Jays in the East, and they could be well be tied with the Mariners for the wild card race. They have the Mets. The Mets defeated them.
Yep.
It's over. So the Red Sox tied now for the top spot in the wild card race in the American League with Seattle's defeat at Citi Field this evening. Final score here at Fenway: the Red Sox 7, the Marlins 5. Back with the totals and more in a moment on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
A scorcher of a day is the perfect time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew Baja Blast with a wave of tropical lime flavor, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
Give me a river, give me a dew, give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
You've got burgers on the grill, ribs dripping in sauce, corn with a little char. Yeah, it's go time. Now crack open an ice-cold Pepsi. That first sip, boom! Flavor level unlocked. Every bite hits harder, every spice sings louder, every smoky note bolder. So fire up the grill and grab a Pepsi, because food doesn't just need a beverage. Food deserves Pepsi.
This is the Nissan Postgame Show. Sun's out, deals up at the Nissan end of summer sales event.
Red Sox have taken a series from the Miami Marlins, and they got a chance to sweep them with Garrett Crochet on the mound tomorrow. 7 runs, 9 hits, and errands, 6 left for the Sox. 5 runs, 8 hits. So much of that came in the 9th inning. No errors and 4 left for the Fish. Bayo gets the win. Well deserved. He moves to 9-6. Quantrill got rocked. He falls to 4-10 as the loser today. And Chapman got 1 out to earn his 22nd save. 2 hours and 43 minutes in front of 36,192. We're into the Nissan postgame show. Joe Weil will have the bulk of it. We'll check into the Red Sox clubhouse in a moment. But quickly, Sean, a little hairy at the end, but all in all, yet another convincing effort, especially from the offense and from the starter, Bayo.
Yeah, Bayo was good. Came apart a little bit toward the end of the outing. Trevor Story, another big day. Roman Anthony continues to get on base with regularity. Should have been on one more time. It was ball 4 in his last at bat, but called a strike by Alan Porter. It was a little scary at the end. It was almost a little too easy through 4 innings when they were hit 7-0, and it felt like it would just be a rocking chair win. But it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. They won, and they're rolling right along, particularly here at home.
Yes, they are. And they tie the Mariners for the top wild card. The bullpen, Wilson and Matz, were also awesome. 7-5, the final will continue in the Nissan postgame show next on the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Choosing a bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drink that's all flavor and just 100 calories? Easy. Choosing between creamy vanilla, double chocolate, and sea salt caramel flavors? A little harder. Try the delicious new Starbucks Frappuccino light drinks. Look for them wherever you buy groceries. Start with Starbucks coffee.
At some health systems, cancer care can make you feel like a number. At South Coast Health Cancer Care, you're more than a diagnosis. We offer the most advanced treatments and the latest surgical advancements, led by a connected team of experts who not only see your cancer, but all of you. Because healing isn't just medicine, it's compassion, it's connection, it's care that knows your story and walks along with you. We are South Coast Health Cancer Care. Visit southcoast.org/cancercare.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Red Sox a winner 7-5 against the Miami Marlins. The Sox now 68-56 on the year. And how about this? They have already clinched a winning record at home for the season. They're now 41-22, and they've won 16 of their last 18 games at Fenway Park. Joe Weil with you. You're listening to the Nissan postgame show. Don't let summer slip away. Hurry in to get the Nissan end of summer sales event. To get your new ride, visit your local store or nissanusa.com today. The Arbel Insurance Foundation is dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund, and the Red Sox only had 3 strikeouts today, but that does mean another $150 to the Jimmy Fund to help strike out cancer. Arbella here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. And the Red Sox had a couple of big swings, and the biggest swing came from Trevor Story, a 3-run home run in the 3rd inning that gave the Red Sox a 6-0 lead. They end up, of course, winning it by a score of 7-5. But for every 4-bagger the Red Sox hit this season, the Red Sox Radio Network will donate $40 to Cars for Kids. We'll get more of our Nissan postgame show coming up. But let's send it down to Will Fleming and Sean McDonough, who have Stephen Matt standing by.
Outstanding. Thank you very much, Joe. And Stephen, thanks for coming on. We very much appreciate you taking the time. Another easy-peasy inning for you. Another home win for the Red Sox. Hey, what's it been like to come over here? You know, I've heard from the Red Sox for years they wanted to bring you into their bullpen, and they finally land you at this deadline. You've just fit right in. What's it been like?
Oh, it's been just been energizing to be here. Obviously, the crowd is just it's my favorite place to play, Fenway Park, and so it's just been super energizing. We're playing great baseball, great group here, and it's been a blast so far.
Steve, how long does it take when you're in a new situation, you come to a new team to feel comfortable? You know, like you know the other players on the team, you know your surroundings. You bounced around to a couple teams before. Mm-hmm. What's it like?
Yeah, you just kind of stay out of the way. You kind of, you know, you don't want to disrupt. They had a really good thing going, so you just kind of lay back and see where you fit in. And then after about a road trip, you know, good homestand, good road trip, come back and kind of see where you fit in. So I feel good now. I feel comfortable. It's a great group of guys. They've accepted me really well. So.
You played on some really good Met teams, and then in St. Louis, Toronto. I mean, you've been part of these sort of storied franchises, but you touched on it, Stephen. There's no place like Fenway Park, especially here in the last couple of weeks. It's just taken off. What's it like to be in a Red Sox uniform on the mound here?
Oh, man, it's awesome. I can tell my family and friends are just as excited as I am, just as how historic this organization is, and just playing in Fenway Park in front of these fans is incredible. My wife got to come to the game last night, and that walk-off win, she's sold. She loves this place. So.
Well, your new fan base here loves you with the job you've done. 5 2/3 innings. You haven't given them a run and only one hit. Do you feel like you're in a groove? We talked a lot already about your new situation here, but it really just seems like you're on top of your game and pitching with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, that's the key. Is just pitching with confidence, having conviction. They have a great system here that you know, with Bailey and Holt here.